Sports Star.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, Texans wide receiver Tank Dill returned to practice on Wednesday. The fourth-year player missed all of last season after suffering multiple torn ligaments and a dislocated kneecap in a game against the Chiefs all the way back in December of 2024. Head coach DeMeco Ryans says nothing has changed with their plan for Dell and just expect him to continue his progress and how he's feeling. And it's been a long offseason, but the wait is finally over. Football is back tonight as the Arizona Cardinals take on the Carolina Panthers in the NFL's annual Pro Football Hall of Fame game. Third-round pick from Miami, Carson Beck, is starting for the Cardinals, as journeyman quarterback Kenny Pickett is on his fourth different team in 4 years as starting for the Carolina Panthers. You can listen to the game on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 7 and also watch the game on NBC. I'm Edwin Hafner for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm AJ. Rob, not in today. We traded days. Yesterday, I had to be out. Today, Rob's got to be out. Very different reasons, though. Very different reasons. How'd the show go yesterday, Edwin?
I thought it went really good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Rob was he wasn't cranky for the appointment today.
Okay. I was wondering about that. I felt bad because I knew he was pre-gaming for that.
Yeah, the fasting that he was anticipating wasn't going to be fun, but he
Rob's very grumpy when he doesn't get his sweets.
Yeah.
But Rob today is getting probed, which I did recently. Like, I guess it was like a month ago. I got my colonoscopy. It was my first colonoscopy.
You think he's going to recover fine?
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's there to recover from? Like, you wake up and you just like, oh, you don't even realize, like, it's like you took a really good nap.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've obviously never had it.
Oh, you should.
I'm 30. What age do you think I should?
45. That's the time. That's
so why 15 years from now I should get it.
15 years from now, you should definitely get it. But yeah, that's the recommended date. Sometimes they move it around though. Maybe it'll be 40 by the time you're ready. But yeah, you want to make sure nothing's going on with you. Make sure you're healthy as a horse. All those things. But as you get older, as you get into your advanced years, like Robert, you've got to be extra cautious and get probed even more regularly, and that's what he's up to today. And I don't think we have the same colon doctor. If we do, I'm going to ask her to compare notes and see who's got a healthier colon. I like to believe that I do because I'm younger. But, I mean, Rob's probably taken better care of his colon over the years. He's put less poison in his body than I have, probably. So that'll be interesting. But Rob out today. We'll be back tomorrow on a Friday. It's a small Friday today. Did you guys talk a bunch of sports stuff yesterday?
More than usual.
Yeah, because I wasn't in charge to just say, let's talk about nonsense and
pretty much,
silly things. Yeah, he was talking about Cowboys camp and things like that.
Yeah, we tried to call Jason yesterday at 6:30 their time, 8:30 our time. He didn't pick up. Yeah, but an hour later he came on. But yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Wow. Was he all grumpy and?
No, well, kind of. He was upset that we tried to call him at 6:30. Yeah. And we got all the brigade bar to tweet him and everything and get in his DMs to wake him up.
Do you think he was out late last night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
What happens in L.A. stays in L.A.
Well, it's not L.A.
Well, Oxnard. But, I mean, it's close by.
I don't think that's the rule out there. I think you can actually talk about what happened out there. It's not like Vegas is what you're thinking of, Edwin.
Okay, well.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas. My parents went 3 times before I was born.
Oh, and then the party was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say about kids.
The
party's over.
They had me, and they're like, no more Vegas trips.
Well, I mean, they probably got pregnant in Vegas. They were like, oh, that was a big mistake. Can't do that.
Probably.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
An only child, you tell me. Huh. Yeah, it sounds to me like they they got pregnant in Vegas and they didn't want to do that again. But I might be wrong. Maybe you were a bouncing bundle of joy, perhaps. Well, we've got a lot to get into today. We'll talk a tiny amount of sports, but for the most part, we're here to have fun. Yesterday was not fun for me. I woke up at like 1 a.m. and I went to like. You ever go to bed feeling fine, and then you wake up like you're miserable in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that's happened.
That happened to me. So I went to bed thinking, oh, I feel great. I'm, got a hump day tomorrow. And I went to bed and woke up and I was like sweating and went to the bathroom and like you get that feeling when you know you're going to puke. And I went ahead and puked and I was like, oh, where'd that come from? And of course, I'm still sweating. So I laid down. I was like super hot. I felt like I was going to throw up again. Super hot. So I laid down on the bathroom floor. You know, it's cool on your body, cool on your back, on the tile. And then I didn't get to go to bed for like another hour and a half. All I did was just sit in the bathroom and throw up occasionally. And then I went to sleep. I texted Rob and our boss and said, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to make it tomorrow. I'm useless." And this was at, of course, 2-something in the morning, so I wasn't expecting a text back. And I wake up at, I don't know, like 7, and I felt fine. Like I could have gone to work. It's now, would I have felt fine at, 4 a.m.? Probably not. But I wasn't sick at all. It was like it was a miracle cure. All I had to do was wake up and throw up. And of course, my wife, who is a doctor, has decided that she was going through all the things that it could have been. The first thought was, she said, you drank too much. I had 2 beers the night before. I've thrown up from drinking maybe 3 times in my life. And when I've thrown up from drinking, it's because I drank like 100 beers.
Me and Rob speculated that you had the Taco Bell.
I'll get to what it could have been. I didn't have Taco Bell. I didn't have Taco Bell.
We both speculated that yesterday.
Was not
with everything
Taco
that's
Bell.
going on.
No. So I immediately wrote off that it couldn't have been beer. Like I'm not drinking 2 beers and then puking my guts out. That doesn't happen. And then my mom had cooked me some food because my mom's been in town. And so I ate some of her red beans, which is like my favorite thing that she makes. They were delicious. But also like, so did my wife and so did my kids, and they were fine. The only X factor is that my mom and I went to get breakfast tacos and at like, I don't know, like 10:30 after the show yesterday or Tuesday. And I'm worried that maybe I got a bad one. I caught a bad one. My wife, of course, thinks that I had a gallbladder attack, which seems unlikely. I've never had a gallbladder problem in my life. I think my gallbladder is very, very healthy, like well above the average gallbladder health is what I would assume I've got. But she says that that's probably what it was. I think it was perhaps food poisoning, but it's a mystery that we may never find the answer to, Edwin. We may never find. My mom said she was okay after her tacos, but we did have a couple different items. So that's my best guess.
What's the worst you've gotten food poison from? What type of different things have you gotten food poison from?
I think it's almost impossible to narrow it down. Like you always say, okay, well, what did I eat yesterday? Okay, I assume it's that. But I got a very famous Italian chain, like a mid-grade Italian restaurant chain where you can get all you can eat pasta. I got pretty damn sick after that one time, and I was like sick for 2 days. But I don't know. It's been rare in my life that I get food poisoning, or at least that I think of it like, especially, and I don't even know if yesterday was food poisoning. I could have just had a bad reaction to it. I like to think that food poisoning lasts longer than like, 3 hours. So I wouldn't call yesterday food poisoning. I would just say something didn't sit well with me, and it made me puke for a couple hours, and I couldn't make it to work.
About a decade ago, I got food poisoning from eating a meatball marinara sub from Subway.
Ooh, don't. That's one of the things they tell you don't eat there.
I haven't had it since.
Do you not go to Subway at all?
No, I
now?
go to Subway, but I don't get that.
Don't get
anymore.
that. Yeah. My wife worked at Subway, and she said that don't ever get the meatball marinara, and don't get tuna. Avoid those two things.
I was kind of like you. I was fine going to bed, then I just woke up and started puking.
Yeah. Well, did you go to work the next day?
I was in college.
Oh, okay.
But it was during the summertime, so.
So you didn't even go to class, or you just rested?
Yeah, at home.
And you felt better?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's what
it took a couple days, but yeah, that was pretty bad.
Well, I'm glad you've recovered. I'm glad I've recovered. Rob, recovery may be slow for him. He's an elderly man, and he's going to have a camera shoved up his ass today. And I don't know how long it's going to take him to be back to normal. For me, it was easy. I had no problems. But again, I'm not an elderly person. So Kitty Big Balls is here to help with the show today. Was he here yesterday? Did Rob have him down?
No, we did have a comedian though.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Alvin Perry. He was pretty good. Yeah,
a funny guy, professional funny man. You tell me.
Professional funny. Yeah, I didn't know about his story, but he was pretty good.
Okay.
We had him for 2 segments too.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Rob said that he was worth bringing back, so we'll probably talk to him again in the future. I also Tuesday evening saw Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Have you seen Spider-Man yet?
I have not seen it.
Do you like Spider-Man?
I don't. Yeah.
Do you like movies about Spider-Man?
I don't dislike it, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Have you seen all the other Spider-Man movies?
I've seen at least one of them.
Only one?
Yeah. Oh,
you're not a Spider-Man fan.
It's been a while though since I've seen it.
Oh man, you're missing out. These Spider-Man movies are good. This was a very good Spider-Man movie. Are you familiar with The Punisher? Do you know who The Punisher is?
No, I don't know who The Punisher is.
Oh, he's another comic book guy. He doesn't have a bunch of movies, but he's got a Netflix show. He's in the movie with Spider-Man. And also, do you know who Jean Grey is?
Jean Grey? No, I do not.
Oh, she is from the X-Men. Are you familiar with X-Men?
I'm familiar with it.
Okay, Jean Grey is a very powerful mutant. She's also in this movie, but it's a very, very good Spider-Man movie. I recommend it to all. I had a problem yesterday or 2 days ago at the theater, two nights ago. When's the last time you went to a movie theater?
Oh, it's been a while. It's been about a decade or so.
What?
The Alamo Drafthouse.
You haven't been to a movie theater in a decade?
No, I haven't. Probably since over a decade, since my senior year of high school.
Why?
I don't know. I just haven't seen it.
You don't like movie theaters? You don't like the movies?
I just haven't been. I mean, I've seen movies like, on TV and stuff, but I haven't gone to a movie theater in a long time. No.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's insane.
I used to go a lot, like growing up, like in elementary school a lot, and then as I got older, I just stopped for whatever reason. So.
But it's not because of like COVID or something, right?
No. Because I graduated in 2014, so it was
before that even, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's just a wild statistic. I had no idea. I mean,
are the movie theaters good nowadays?
The one I went to yesterday was okay.
Okay, because the Alamo Drafthouse was the last one I went to.
I like Alamo Drafthouse. That's right by my house. That's very convenient. But they didn't have any available seats. The only seats they had were the seats that were like in the front row. And my wife's very particular about where we sit in a movie theater.
Oh, you're not a middle person?
I like to be in the middle.
That's where I like to be.
But you mean like in the middle of the rows?
Like the middle, middle of the seating,
like halfway up the thing.
Yeah. That's what
I like. My wife likes to be in the very back row.
Oh,
if possible, the very back.
I'm
row.
a middle person.
Yeah, but she would do middle, but she refuses to sit in. Like if there's a seat that's before, like when you walk in the theater and like if you're walking across the theater, sometimes there's seats like to your left that are like right up against the screen. She won't sit in those seats. No way. That's off limits totally. But even the first couple rows on the right, that's not in her wheelhouse either. So it's got to be like one of the back 4 or 5 rows if she's going to even go to the movie. But we got there, and so now you've got assigned seating. You know, like in the old days when I was a kid, Edwin, you couldn't pick a seat. You went to the movie theater and you went in there and you found a seat. That's just the way it worked. Well, now we've got assigned seats.
Wait, assigned seats in movie theaters?
Yeah, like you pick your seat when you buy your ticket.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I've never done that before.
It's like going to a ball game. Like you say, oh, this is my seat. Boop, I'll take that one and that one. And now you've got a reserved seat. And we went in there, and both of our seats were taken. Like people are sitting in our seats.
What'd you do?
I avoided conflict, which was a mistake. I should have just said at the time, like, hey, you guys got to go. But it was a less crowded theater, so there was a little bit of space. So I said, no big deal. I'll just sit, 2 seats over.
You should have done the "Do you know who I am" card.
No, I don't like to do that.
Oh, you don't like to do that?
I don't like to do that. That's not me. I'm a man of the people, Edwin.
Okay.
I'm not like Rob. I'm a man of the people. So I don't say anything, and then, of course, what do you think happens? Someone shows up, and I'm in their seats now. And they don't say anything either, but I can tell. And I say, I'm in your seat, aren't I?
You got the look?
Yeah, like they were like, like confused. But there were 2 seats next to me, and they sat, and it was no big deal. But it just throws me, like, if everybody just sits in their seat, this would never be an issue. You know what I mean? Just have some common decency.
Follow the rules.
Common decency. That's all it is. You paid for your seat. That's okay. But I paid for that one. Like, let me have my seat. My wife was more annoyed than I was. Because she's like, she wanted to sit in the middle. She's like, I want to sit in the center, so it's everything. I was like, come on, we're like 2 seats over.
I think next time you should say something.
You think I should have hit him?
Not hit, but kind of politely say, sir, ma'am, you're in my seat. Do you mind getting up?
Even when the whole rest of the row is empty, you would do that?
Yeah, I would. Wow, because it's my seat.
Yeah. I don't know. It just felt like it was too much to ask them to move when the rest of the row was empty. I don't know. 210-656-3776 is our phone number if you want to be a part of the show. I'd love to have you be a part of the show today. Rob's not here, and that means that Edwin and I are just going to have to do this show by ourselves. If you want to be a part of it, we'd love to have you on. It is the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Sound off like you got up there. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, 35 northbound approaching Judson, we've got some road work. A 15-minute delay inside your stop and go from 410. Southbound 35, Olympia Parkway to 1604. Roadway reduced to 1 lane due to road work. That's 10 minutes back to Evans. Loop 410 eastbound, Perrin-Vital to Austin Highway. That road work is 2 right lanes closed. And on 90 westbound at Couples, that's a disabled semi-trailer transporting multiple vehicles. That is disabled off to the right shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Star is sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California continues all this week. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
If there's one thing you can count on, it's 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. And if there's 2 things you can count on, it's your smoke detector battery dying at 3 a.m. Not 3 p.m. on a Saturday when you have nothing going on, but in the middle of the night when you're fast asleep.
Oh,
Come on!
Get 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Just one more thing you can count on. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Football season is here. 2026 UTSA Roadrunners football season tickets are on sale now, starting at just $110. Secure your seats for all 6 home games at the Alamo Dome, including Navy, Colorado State, and North Texas. Got a big group? Bring your school, business, church, or organization and enjoy exclusive experiences like on-field access, the high-five tunnel, video board recognition, and more. Learn more at GoUTSA.com. That's GoUTSA.com.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
AJ Hoffman, Rob Thompson. The AJ and Rob Show is on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Do you know about this, Edwin?
Ambitions of a rider?
Uh-huh. Did you listen to this in college?
You don't want to F with me.
Yeah? Were you alive when this came out?
No, I wasn't. Well, when did it? I don't know when it came out. I was born in '96.
Okay, we probably no. Tupac was dead by then.
Okay,
or he was dead around, like he died then. So yeah, you're talking like, yeah, this is before your time. People are asking, what do you do for fun, Edwin? What do you what's a considered a fun day out for Edwin?
I play video games.
Okay, how often do you play video games?
Not a lot, but I do play them quite a bit.
If I had to guess, I bet you like to play sports video games, right?
Yeah.
You don't like any other kind of video games?
No, 2K and Madden.
Okay.
And used to be NCAA, but I haven't gotten any of these recent ones.
The new ones.
No, I haven't.
Okay. And
I heard they're not that good.
Do you play online against strangers?
I used to, but not anymore.
So now you just play against yourself?
Yeah, CPU.
Okay. And so what else do you do for fun besides just video games? You don't watch movies.
Well, I do. Just I don't go to the movie theater.
Okay.
I watch Lifetime movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the ones about like true stories.
Yeah.
Like the rip from the headlines. I watch that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like true crime?
Not really, but
okay.
So you mean the ones
you like stories that make you feel good?
Kind of.
Okay.
So,
all
yeah.
right. Do you watch those by yourself, or do you have like does your dad watch them with you? Like what do you?
Not really, no.
So you
no.
The
only thing I really watch with my dad is sports, but
okay. What do you do to socialize? What do you do to get out amongst the people?
I don't get out much.
Really?
No.
Do you feel like that's healthy for you?
Yeah.
Do you have any you don't have any of your old high school buddies that you hang out with sometimes, or a college buddy?
Well, I communicate with them, but a lot of them moved out.
Okay.
A lot of them don't live here anymore.
Well, Edwin, I suggest you, as someone who just, I've reconnected with some old friends in recent weeks through a funeral. Went to a funeral where one of their dads died, and I hadn't seen a couple of my buddies in 15 years, and I've hung out with them the last couple weekends. I can tell you, reach out to somebody.
I have friends in the radio community.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like who?
There's a station up in Wisconsin, the Packer station up in Wisconsin. I know a lot of them.
But you don't hang out with them.
No, but I communicate with them.
But when you go to Wisconsin, do you hang out with them? Do you see
No,
them?
because I haven't been to Green Bay in a long time. I go to Milwaukee usually. But
Okay.
yeah.
But how far is Milwaukee from Green Bay?
About 2 hours.
So if you said, hey, man, I'm going to be in Milwaukee, you want to meet up and grab a beer, do you think they would come see you?
Probably, yeah.
Well, you should do that.
I know. Next time I go there, I'm trying to.
You got to connect. You got to connect with people. Daniel says, F that. If someone's in your seat, kick them out. You paid a processing fee for the seat. You might be right. No, that's true. And Daniel says, plus Draft House ordering is tied to your seat number, which adds to the complications of the degenerates that exist in this world. Okay. I mean, that's a good. But I wasn't at Draft House. I wasn't ordering food or drinks to my seat. I think if I would have been there, I would have done it. I would have said, hey, man, I need you to move. But that wasn't the case. Shaolin says you're not a gamer unless you're on PC. And then Greg says if you have to use a keyboard to play a game, you're not a gamer.
I have a PS4.
A PS4?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you thought about updating to the PS5?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Have you heard good things about it?
I mean, we've got one in my house.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been a PlayStation person my whole life.
Me too.
I have the 2, 3. Yeah.
I like PlayStation. Yeah. I mean, I don't have much time for video games these days. I'm an old man now, but we have an Xbox and a PlayStation at my house. If I were to play something, I would be on the PlayStation. I don't like the way the Xbox sticks feel. But my young son plays on the Xbox and my older son plays on the PlayStation. So, they both like it, but I don't know. I haven't played a video game in probably, you know what? The last time I played a video game was before my family lived here. Because we still have a PlayStation 4 somewhere at our house. It doesn't get used now, but we've got it. But I took it with me when I moved here by myself without my family.
Just so you can have something to do.
Yeah, so I'd have something to do. But I only ended up playing it like twice. It's hard for me to sit down and just play video games anymore. And then now, okay, here we go. Now Shaolin and I'm not going to fight about what's a real gamer. I've got no idea. Greg says Flicks bought out Draft House. Well, I don't know about that, but it's still Alamo Draft House. Like, it's still branded Alamo Draft House. The one by my house is, and it's good. Good beer, good food. I enjoy it, but it's not. It doesn't have quite the draft houses in Austin, the old school draft houses. They feel like you're walking into something kind of retro-y. This one is kind of newish and shiny. So it doesn't have the same kind of scumbag vibe that the other ones have. I like that scumbag vibe, but I don't want that in every theater. Like I want if it's not an Alamo Draft House, I want it to feel new and clean. The theater that I went to, I won't name the name of the theater that I went to yesterday, or 2 days ago. The theater that I went to for Spider-Man was the seats were comfortable. They had like the new recliners, but there had been some kind of a spill in the hallway, and it was like they had fans blowing. It was all musty in the hallway, and it made me not want to go there and watch the movie. I'm quite a snob when it comes to that, but I fought through because I love my wife. I wanted to make her happy. That's what it was all about. All right, 210-656-3776. Enough about movie theaters and Spider-Man. So that's, you got nothing else, Edwin? Video games and no other human connection?
Not really. Well, you guys.
Okay. You've got to start getting out more, Bubba. I need you got to have some joy in your life.
I work a lot.
Okay.
I work on the weekends.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. We got to get you on the dating apps, I think.
We tried. We've had this discussion. Not right now.
Well, okay. You're too busy?
Yeah.
You don't do anything?
I'm not looking right now.
Okay. All right. How old are you?
30.
I think it's time, Edwin. It's time for you to start throwing your line out there into the ocean.
When did you get married?
I was 26, I think.
I think that's when my parents got, or it might have been 27.
Okay.
They eloped.
Mine might have been a little too early, but you live and learn. But 30, I think you're good. Do you have big career goals? What's your big plan?
Well, I mean, I love radio.
You want to keep working here with us?
Yeah, I love her. I've been wanting to do radio forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get out of this.
I've been dreaming since high school.
Oh,
when
really?
I realized that I wanted to be in the NBA, but I'm only like 5'7".
Yeah, that's
so I
that's
realized
very
I
difficult.
couldn't do that.
Okay.
So plans had to change.
Plans changed. Now, is your big goal to be an on-air talent?
At first it was, and I still would like it, but I mean, I've actually enjoyed the production.
Because you seem kind of nervous when you get on the radio.
Not really.
Okay.
I'm a laid back person.
You're a laid back guy because of all the weed you smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was it. All right, 210-656-3776. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
The guys will be out back.
Stop hitting it so hard.
I mean, right back. This is the AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, 35 northbound approaching Judson. We've got some road work. A 15-minute delay. It's got you stop and go from 410. Southbound 35, Olympia Parkway to 1604. Roadway reduced to 1 lane due to road work. That's 10 minutes back to Evans. Route 410 eastbound, Parent Vital to Austin Highway. That road work is 2 right lanes closed. And on 90 westbound at Couples, that's a disabled semi-trailer transporting multiple vehicles. That is disabled off to the right shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Arasti, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We ask them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. They have to be like really comfortable too. Yeah. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Like I think I wear my Birkenstocks every single day.
I just wear what I want and I let other people wear what they want.
Right now at Academy Sports and Outdoors, get Nike, Adidas, and Reebok athletic shoes from $29.99 through August 12th.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm AJ. No Rob today. No Rob. He's getting his colonoscopy today. They're going deep. The deep cuts from Rob Thompson. Hey, Edwin, what's the, do you have a way, your worst fear of dying? What's the worst way you could die, you think?
Probably in my sleep.
That's the worst?
What do you mean by worse?
To me, when I die, I hope I die in my sleep. I hope I'm just I go to sleep and I'm happy, and then I just wake up dead.
My worst fear is sleeping and not waking up.
That's your big fear.
Yeah.
You would rather go to sleep and not wake up than die in a fire.
I mean, yeah, I think it would be more painful to not. But you're not going to, it's going to feel weird. I mean, it's going to feel weird dying, period, but it's going to.
You want to know that you're dying when you die.
I want to know.
See, I don't want to know. I just want, like, I hope it's like, I don't know, like a meteor hits me and I don't see it coming or something. Like, I don't want to have to go like, oh my God, I'm about to die. That sounds terrible. And I don't want pain. You're maybe the first person I've ever met who said that's their worst way to die.
I thought more people would say that.
I don't think so. 210-656-3776. I want to know your nightmare scenario for dying. That is a crazy take by you, I think. That's an unpopular take, I would bet. An 85-year-old man. Now, when you're 85, you're probably going to die anyway. Like, you've lived a long life. 85's a good run. I don't really want to be 85 years old. Like, that's too old for me. I hope I die at like 75. Feels like that'd be good. I don't want to be like.
You don't want to live the 10 extra years?
I don't need those years.
I would.
No. You trying to live as long as you possibly can?
Yeah.
I just want to live good. Like, I don't ever want to have anybody like have to take care of me. You know what I mean? That's my nightmare scenario. Is it like it would suck to like lay in a bed and be helpless and have to count on other people to feed you and that doesn't seem good to me. But this guy's 85 years old. He died in a unique way. He fell into a septic tank. That feels like a bad way to die. He was walking around outside and fell through a temporary covering down 20 feet into the septic tank. Imagine being like an 85-year-old man. You just fell 20 feet into a bunch of poop and pee and toilet paper.
That'd be pretty painful.
And yet you're going to die there. Like, yeah, that's the worst thing. Crews arrived on the scene to find the man partially responsive, meaning that he, like, when they would talk to him, he could move part of his body, but he couldn't talk because I guess his voice box was filled with poop. And fire officials determined that because they couldn't do a heavy rescue team because there was no oxygen down there, and it was an enclosed space. It's like a tunnel, like a tube. And reportedly, by the time heavy rescue was able to get down to the victim, he was unresponsive and confirmed dead on the scene. So his last minutes were breathing in poop. That's a bad way to die.
You wouldn't want to breathe in poop?
No. Like, and just be thinking the whole time, this is how I'm going. I'm going to die. Like, I'll never see my family again. And I'm just I'm going to always be remembered as the guy who fell in the poop and died. That's the worst way to die, I think. 210-656-3776. Do you want to know? Like, do you want to see it coming, or do you want to be like Edwin and just because that's what Edwin's like? Hey, I want to.
I'd hate to die in my sleep.
That's his worst. KC says, my real fear is what happens after you're dead. Jose said his brother passed away in his sleep at age 36. It's fun. I brought that up also because I had a buddy die early this week, a guy that I used to train with, a guy who actually was in the UFC until the day he died. But he was 35 years old, healthy as a horse, and had a heart attack in his sleep, just died. It sucks especially because he's a young guy. But if you were, you're 70 years old, you don't want to die in your sleep?
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, that's a.
I need to know. I need to know that it's going to be the end for me.
Yeah. No, not me. Not me. Greg says, when someone has to clean up my poop, just put me out. Yeah, for sure. KC, any form of death where you're trapped and there's absolutely nothing you can do, like being in the bottom of a septic tank. That's about as bad as it gets. 210-656-3776. Some people saying, hey, Edwin sounds a little more relaxed now. Like last time you were on the show with me, you were not very relaxed. You didn't want to have conversations.
I don't even. I'm not even 2 years ago.
You've lightened up a little bit.
Reps.
Okay, that's all it is. Are you? Were you? Did you do a show this weekend?
Yeah, every weekend.
Who was on the show that you were working with?
It's Laying Down the Law with Steve Foster.
Were they in here this weekend?
No, they rarely come in studio.
Okay. Who used my headphones in here this weekend? Do you know the answer to that?
I don't know. Because they rarely come in studio.
Someone came into the studio, and actually even worse, think about this. Someone went into my office and got my headphones and then came in here and used them and put them right here on top of my microphone.
Do you have a suspicion on who it is?
No, I've got no idea. That's because I don't work on the weekend, so no, this wasn't even the weekend. It was yesterday. And it couldn't have been Jason or Joe because they're gone. Who would have done such a thing yesterday?
I don't know.
I didn't work yesterday, so I was picturing it being the weekend, but it wasn't. You were here yesterday, though, right?
I was here, but I actually never went in there.
And you never saw anyone sitting in this chair?
No. Alvin Perry sat in that chair because you were gone.
Oh, I bet Alvin Perry used my headphones.
I think he did, yeah.
Okay, I'll allow that. If it was a guest of the show, I'll allow it.
He stole your seat because you weren't here yesterday.
Well, that makes sense.
Otherwise, he was going to sit one of these two.
Well, no, I would have sat way over there.
You would have done him the favor.
Yeah, I would have sat in the corner.
Okay.
No, I need to have all my controls of, things like that.
I mean, he could use it. He was looking at it, I think.
But it says AJ Hoffman only.
Okay, but I saw him look at it. He was wondering what it was.
He can look at it. You can look, but don't touch, Bubba. Look, but don't touch. All right, 210-656-3776. Let's see. It wasn't the housekeeper, Greg. There's no way it was the housekeeper. I'm guessing that's who it was. It was our guest from yesterday, or it was Rob's guest from yesterday since I wasn't here. All right, 210-656-3776. It is the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
About 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The best time to recommit to your gut health goals? Right now. Take charge of your gut with Nature Made. Our clinically studied ingredients support digestive health. Digestive enzymes break down nutrients. Probiotic and prebiotic fiber nourish good gut bacteria. And super greens with probiotics empower daily digestive health. Try the full lineup of gut health support from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration.
Good morning, everybody. 210-656-3776. I've got good news, Edwin.
Are you sure it's good news?
Oh, this is good news.
Why isn't it great news?
It's actually great news.
Okay.
You ever taken Viagra?
Never taken Viagra.
Well, you might want to start. Viagra, do you know what Viagra is good for?
A bunch of different things.
Like what?
Does it help your testosterone?
No. It helps with blood flow.
Blood flow. Okay.
Yeah, and if you can get, and so it helps with erectile dysfunction.
Oh, okay.
So if you're having trouble with the old hammer, it'll get things going for you. But here's the great news. It could also help slow the spread of cancer. And like researchers are finding it makes it harder for cancer cells to use cholesterol, because cholesterol is one of the things that helps them like break away from one tumor and go like to like, let's say you've got a liver cancer and there's a cancer on your liver and it wants to hop over and attack some other part of your body, your stomach. Without cholesterol, it won't be able to do that. It'll be stuck on one spot where doctors can find it and treat it. Scientists say combining Viagra with cholesterol-lowering drugs could one day become a new way to fight cancer. One researcher says they've discovered a new biological pathway that could interfere with cancer's ability to spread. Now, it's too early. It says it's too early to say Viagra prevents or treats cancer, and more studies in humans are still needed, but there are positive thinking in the world of scientists. Scientists believe that they may be onto something here. So if you have a history of cancer in your family, you may want to start popping these boner pills.
I don't have a huge history of cancer. My uncle passed away a couple of years ago, and that was the first family member.
Sounds like a good reason, Edwin. And it's got other, obviously, benefits as well. It'll help you with your lovemaking life.
Has it helped you out?
I've tried it once just to see how it works out. Pretty powerful stuff, man. Pretty powerful stuff. I don't know that I would need it like that all the time, but it's certainly it's a good time. It's just not something I'm looking for all the time. That's all. But if when the time comes,
it's like a good cheat meal.
Yeah, when the time comes and I need a little more help in that category, I'm for sure going to take it. I want it to be powerful, Edwin. I want a powerful erection. Speaking of powerful erections, Diddy. They keep bumping up his release date. We talked about this last week. They had bumped his release date to April of 2028. Well, now they've moved it again to February of 2028. They're going to keep bumping this thing up. They just did this a week ago.
It's going to be 2030 by the end of August.
No, they're going to get him. What, you think he's going to go backwards? They're trying to let him out. Diddy's coming soon, Edwin.
He's coming.
He's coming for you. Remember a couple weeks ago we talked about this. Diddy got into a fight in prison because somebody insulted Diddy, and Diddy had to stand up for himself. And they said that Diddy did all right. Like, he didn't get his ass kicked or anything. Like, he held his own, is what it said. But Diddy was supposed to be in on 50 months on prostitution-related convictions, but he's in a drug rehab program, and they say that it could shave up to a year off his time. It's already shaved several months off. And again, now his new release date, February 20th. 2028. I'm a believer that Diddy should never get out of prison after I saw that documentary. I don't want Diddy out. He's
So there's no free Diddy for you?
I'm not team free Diddy. I'm team free Tony, but not free Diddy. No. I want him to stay locked up. I don't trust him.
Have you ever met him before?
No, I've never met him. But listen, when I watched that documentary and that poor dude who said that he partied with Diddy and he passed out and then he woke up and his butt hurt. Dude, that was it for you? That's it, man. Lock him up. Throw away the key. Well, you would never hang out with a guy again if that happened to you, right?
No. I wouldn't want to hang out with Diddy, period.
No. He's probably got some good stuff at his parties, but also bad stuff happens to people. I don't want to be at those parties. I want to be at parties where, everybody wakes up the next day and their butthole doesn't hurt and they had a good time. And, man, it'd be fun to do again another time. But if your butthole hurts, it pretty much ruins the party. No one wants to go back to that party. And now, sadly, I think that guy realizes, the reason why my butthole hurt is because Diddy was doing stuff. And I don't want that. I think he should be. I think he should be locked up, quite frankly, forever. That seems like rape to me. But again, I'm not the law, unfortunately. You do a show called "Laying Down the Law," right? Have you asked Steve Foster about that?
Well, he's a lawyer, though.
That's what I'm saying. Steve, have you asked him about the legalities of it?
I haven't asked. No, I haven't asked. I don't. He doesn't. He talks strictly sports on his.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a sports.
All he talks about is sports?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's a good guy, though.
Huh. He just likes sports?
Yeah, I used to play football at Princeton.
Okay.
Played with Jason Garrett, the Garrett brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
The GA at Nebraska when they were when they were good in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that. I just assumed that he talked about because it's laying down the law, right?
Yeah, he's a lawyer. That's why it's called laying down the law.
Yeah, I just thought he was talking about legal stuff.
No.
Oh.
But I bet he could probably get into it.
I mean, I'd like to know what his thoughts are. I think Diddy should be locked up
on Sunday,
forever.
you could call into the show and ask him.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. Because we don't get any phone calls on that show.
I'll be in Louisiana on Sunday. I'll be at the casino.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to make some money this weekend, Edwin. I got a wife to pay for.
What part of Louisiana?
Very expensive. Lake Charles.
Lake Charles.
Yes.
I pass by there when I go to Alexandria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Morgan City. That's where I pass by.
Okay. You don't go across that big bridge, do you?
To Alexandria?
No, yeah. When you're on your way there, do you go across that big bridge or do you go around the overpass?
Around the overpass.
That's the way to do it, the bypass. Because if you go over that big bridge is the least safe bridge in the whole country. Did you know that?
The whole country? No, I did not know that. No.
Yeah, it was rated with a failing grade 25 years ago, and they haven't done anything about it since.
I didn't know bridges can get failing grades.
Oh yeah, they look at it, they inspect it, and they say, oh, this bridge needs a lot of work for it to be considered safe. And Louisiana's like, we'll get to that later. And they just never get to it. So that is the least structurally safe bridge in the country, the most likely to just collapse at any moment.
I'm glad I don't go over it.
Don't go it. You go around, you'll go past the Golden Nugget and all that. It takes about 10 extra minutes, but it's worth it. It's worth the trip to go around the lake. Don't ride over that bridge. All right, 210-656-3776. Would love to have you be a part of the program today. We'll talk a little bit of sports today. The Blitz, in fact, talked to Brian Schottenheimer yesterday, and we'll play a few clips from Schotty out at Cowboys camp, and even a little bit of preseason football underway tonight. We'll talk about all that and plenty more. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson in the morning. KTFM, Floresville.
Go, 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 go.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Brian Schottenheimer joining us here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Obviously, in San Antonio, we've had the Spurs organization for years, and the people that they bring in, great players. And you're seeing that even with this new young group of Spurs. Great players, better people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, literally, I've been a big fan of Coach Popovich for a long time and what they built down there, because it wasn't about winning a championship. It was about sustaining success. Like, this isn't just about 2026. This is about what 5 years from now, 6, 7 years from now, like, can we build that dynasty that we're trying to do? And again, it takes the right people, and they have it in San Antonio. They're rebuilding it now that way, and we're in year 2 of our process.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Nigel, why are you wearing a backpack?
I'm going back to school.
Folks, when your AC decides to flunk out or your home's plumbing is stuck in detention, you don't have to worry. At Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating, our technicians are certified with all the latest technology and can fix any plumbing or AC issue fast and at a fair price, because you deserve the A+ service.
Gotta go, Joel. We're studying paper mache. I might have to pull an all-nighter.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141-074-EM16004.
Still using the I got a guy approach for your digital marketing? Relying on one person in today's rapidly shifting online landscape is costing you more in lost opportunities. You need the deep bench expertise of Conrex Digital. We provide more than just a presence. We deliver results. From high converting websites and SEO to engaging social content and lead generation on Google and Meta, we handle it all. Dominate your competition with expert programmatic and streaming TV campaigns. Bold marketing, real results. Visit conrexdigital.com. Conrex Digital makes it happen.
This report is sponsored by United States Department of Veterans Affairs.
The hardest part was figuring out where to go. Safeguard Veterans connected me to people and resources that understood military life.
Veteran-focused support, local connections. Visit safeguardveterans.net and click on your city. Safeguard Veterans. Any door, the right support.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new beautiful energy-efficient windows, plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now, 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them. But they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
My name is Erica. My son, Kason, is a patient at Shriners Children. My oldest called me and said, Kason got burnt. I said, how bad is it? He wouldn't answer me. Before we could see Kason, the trauma doctor came in and said he needs to go to Shriners.
To survive a burn injury and to return to life unafraid and full of joy and be who you're supposed to be is what we strive to deliver to our patients. His injury was a big injury, and I think a testament to the care that we provide. He's fully functional. He's riding his dirt bike, doing all of the things that you would want him to do. I can't think of another system that has the impact on pediatric patients that Shriners Children's does. I wouldn't do anything else.
We're just so thankful that Kason is still here, because things can change in the blink of an eye. Go online right now to loveshriners.org.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell. As a mom, I want my kids to have full bellies, big dreams, and all the energy in the world to chase them. That is what I want for all kids. But right now, millions of kids in America are living with hunger. That means too many children are going without the meals they need to thrive. And that's just not okay. But the good news is this is a problem that we can all solve. No Kid Hungry works every day in schools, in communities, and during the summertime to make sure kids have healthy meals all year round. That's why I support No Kid Hungry. So let's do this. Let's give all the kids the chance to grow up healthy and strong.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a closure on 35 southbound between South Cross over to Southwest Military Drive. 18-wheeler accident where a vehicle ran into the back of this 18-wheeler. So traffic is stopped from Division, being forced to exit onto the frontage road. It's going to set you back about 10-12 minutes. 90 westbound at Couples, that's a disabled semi-trailer that was transporting multiple vehicles. It's off to the right shoulder, still causing a little bit of a delay. And 410 eastbound Perrin Vital to Austin Highway, that's road work with 2 right lanes closed. A little bit of a delay from Harry Wurzbach, about 15 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, Texans wide receiver Tank Dill returned to practice on Wednesday. The fourth-year player missed all of last season after suffering multiple torn ligaments and a dislocated kneecap in a game against the Chiefs all the way back in December of 2024. Head coach DeMeco Ryan says nothing has changed with their plan for Dell and just expect him to continue his progress and how he's feeling. And it's been a long offseason, but the wait is finally over. Football is back tonight as the Arizona Cardinals take on the Carolina Panthers in the NFL's annual Pro Football Hall of Fame game. Third-round pick from Miami, Carson Beck, is starting for the Cardinals, as journeyman quarterback Kenny Pickett is on his 4th different team in 4 years as starting for the Carolina Panthers. You can listen to the game on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 7 and also watch the game on NBC. I'm Edwin Hafner from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning. 7:02 on the Morning Huddle. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's almost football season. And Mike Sando of The Athletic, he knows what we want. He knows what we're looking for. And he's put out his list. Mike Sando's a funny guy. Like, not intentionally funny, but he makes me laugh. Mike Sando he puts together a list every year, and it's not like it's not just Mike Sando's opinion. He goes and he talks to these executives and coaches, and they rank all the quarterbacks and put them in tiers. Tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. And tier 1 is a guy who says carries his team every week. Team wins because of him. He expertly handles pure passing situations and has no real holes in his game. And the number 1 quarterback, number 1, although this is the first time since 2022, that someone didn't vote for this player as a tier 1. He's been unanimous the last 3 years. Patrick Mahomes, number 1. He got 49 tier 1 votes, 1 tier 2 vote.
I wonder who that one guy was. Was he in Buffalo?
No way. Listen, I still feel like it wouldn't shock me if he has another year like this year or this last year, if he starts to get some tier 2 votes. But I think until further notice, I don't know. You can answer this. Would you rather have Patrick Mahomes or any other quarterback going into this season?
Going into this season?
Yep. For 1 year only.
The last 3 years, I think Lamar and Josh Allen have been better than Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I think Patrick Mahomes from 2018 to 2022, his first 5 years, he was easily the best quarterback. I think the last 3 years, he hasn't. Now, the weapons haven't been as good. The running game hasn't been there. Travis Kelce's gotten older, but I think a lot of it is, reputation.
Okay.
For his standards.
Okay.
For GOAT standards. He's the only one in the GOAT conversation among the quarterbacks.
I agree. Number 2, there's a tie. And these guys are still tier 1, but number 2, these guys both got 48 out of 50 tier 1 votes. Josh Allen, who it's hard for me to imagine there's two people who think that Josh Allen is a tier 2 quarterback, but they do. And Matt Stafford. And that feels right to me too. Matt Stafford, up until now, I don't think has gotten enough love or appreciation. I think now people are starting to see, he won the freaking MVP. The guy is, he's got elite physical talent. He's got everything you're looking for. And now he's been put with a coach and some talent surrounding him that this guy is one of the best there is. So he's tier 1. Joe Burrow, number 4 on the list. And that's it for tier 1. So 4 guys, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got 46 out of 50 tier 1 votes, got 4 tier 2 votes. Now, he missed 9 games last year with an injury, which is problematic. But that's they still say, okay, you're still the guy. Tier 2. And tier 2 means carries his team sometimes, handles pure passing situations in doses, or has other dimensions that elevate him above tier 3, has a hole or two in his game. And now, Lamar Jackson is in tier 2. Last year was in tier 1 for the first time, and then dropped back down this year. 22 tier 1 votes, 28 tier 2 votes.
I have a problem with Joe Burrow being ahead of Lamar.
Why?
You got to play. Joe Burrow's missed a lot of time over the last 3 years.
Yep.
And I think I get it. He's the only AFC quarterback to beat Mahomes, but I also think he's been living off that since 2021.
Okay.
And I think he's great. I think he's a top 5 QB, but Lamar needs to be ahead of him.
So it says here, Lamar's rushing yards per game fell by about 50% year over year. They're saying, I'm not sure how much he wants to run and take hits anymore. He can't be special without the threat of a run. I think he needs to be more active when he does run. It used to be he would go and outrun you. Now he kind of goes, but is not always moving with purpose. And it says, having gone against him a lot, when they changed OCs to Todd Monken from Greg Roman, he became a quarterback who was going to run it a little bit. And I agree. I think if you take, I think Lamar Jackson Lamar Jackson's come about as far as you can come as a passer since he's come into the league. When he was at Louisville, there's film of him at Louisville throwing balls 15, 20 feet above somebody's head, like a wide open receiver just missing him. He was very inaccurate, and he has obviously changed that. He's become a guy who can throw the ball as well as anybody. But for him to be considered elite, I do kind of think that he's got to be more of a runner. And
do you worry as he gets older and he loses a step, he's not going to be the same player?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if you take running out of his game,
you think he's just kind of an average
I think
QB.
I think he's probably
above average top 10, but not top 3 quarterback.
I think he gets into the conversation with guys like Dak. Does that seem fair to you?
No, I know what you're saying. It's not a critic, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Really, really good, but not elite.
Or like Jordan Love. Okay.
The 10th best quarterback instead of the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback.
Yeah. But because he runs the way he does, it's just, the way that he used to, that made him just a different kind of weapon. quite frankly, it's kind of the same with Josh Allen. Like, I think Josh is a better, like, pure passer than Lamar. But I think what makes Josh special is that he's such a good runner.
The +1 in the run game.
Yeah. And, like, it's hard to account for him. So the day Josh Allen slows down, yeah, he's probably not going to be as good either. And quite frankly, I think we've kind of seen that with Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes has basically no mobility at this point. Like, he's not a mobile quarterback. And he was never a runner, but he was at least like,
he picked up yardage when he needed to.
Yeah, he was like elusive, I guess is the word, like kind of like a young Aaron Rodgers, someone like that. He's not that anymore, which I think is part of why you've seen his play decline relatively. Number 6 on the list, Justin Herbert. And the thought is, there, like one of the defensive coordinators said, he should have had more accolades at this point. He should be more accomplished by now. And it says Herbert has had poor defense, special team support, a weak offensive line, or underwhelming weaponry throughout his Chargers career. He's taken so many hits where it's impacting his reads. He's playing with quick feet at times when he gets hit early, which he wasn't doing as a younger guy. I get it. The guy's been hit every year. But some voters are tired of hearing those excuses. They say, how long has he been in the league? They've never won a playoff game. I get it, but like if you're the guy at some point, I feel like they've been sniffing around enough. He should be better than this by now. 6 out of the 8 GMs polled placed Herbert in the top tier. 13 of the other 42 voters. So that means the GMs like him. The coaches, not as much. Among those coaches, those with offensive backgrounds liked Herbert more than coaches with defensive backgrounds. And they say it all points to a gap between Herbert's obvious physical talent and his disappointing on-field results. But GM and offensive coaches would love to have him. And listen, the guy lost both tackles last year and still put up pretty decent numbers. I think Justin Herbert is one of the most talented quarterbacks, but I also get that I'm tired of defending him. Like, I'm tired of like telling everybody, guys, Justin Herbert's the real deal. Like, watch this guy play. And Justin Herbert's film is as good as anybody. And if you were building a quarterback in a robot quarterback in a lab, it would probably look a lot like Justin Herbert. But I can't defend at this point not winning a single playoff game. He broke my heart when he blew that game to Jacksonville like that. And I say he blew the game. I mean,
you should win a game when you get 5 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah, you've got to. You've got to. And quite frankly, I say he blew the game. He didn't really. The defense blew the game, but when the bleeding started, he could not stop it. You should just be running the football every single play when you've got a lead like that. But he at the end of the day, he couldn't get the job done. Number 7, Dak Prescott. Now, this was a funny quote, but it's an interesting quote from a former Cowboys assistant. Could you win the whole thing with him? Yes, but would he be the reason?
Interesting coming from a former Cowboys assistant.
Dak got nearly as many Tier 1 votes this year as he'd gotten across the 9 previous iterations of this poll. So he's got 14 all time. He got 12 first-tier votes this time, 36 Tier 2, 2 Tier 3 votes. I didn't mention Justin Herbert also got 3 Tier 3 votes, 19 Tier 1 votes. So the people who are low on Herbert, there's more people low on Herbert than Dak, but more people high on Herbert than Dak as well. Then you get into Drake May and Jared Goff tied for 8th, and then Jordan Love. And then you go to Brock Purdy and Caleb Williams are tied. Ugh. Man, and now it just feels like we've dropped down to a whole different, like, to me, there's got to be a different tier. Like, Caleb Williams and Brock Purdy don't belong on the same tier as Lamar. Like, there's got to be some sort of separation there. And quite frankly, they don't belong on the same tier as, I don't know, as Dak. Like, that feels.
Do you have a problem where Dak is ranked, or do you think that's just right?
I think that's fair. I think with what Dak did last year, that's pretty fair. I mean, everything is lined up for Dak to win, but he's got a lot of the same things going against him that Justin Herbert does. Like, at some point, you got to do more in the playoffs. But, no, I think Dak's playing some of the best ball he's ever played right now.
It is weird how, like, the public has supported Dak more off a 7-9-1 season than, like, even some of the previous years.
I think it's because, it's obvious it's not his fault.
No, I know, but that it's just funny how that worked. Like, them missing the playoffs and not having another playoff loss on his resume probably helped him.
It might, and I'll tell you, that only lasts so long, though, because that's what Justin Herbert's gone through. Like, Dak this year, there's an excuse. There's a reason why Dak
It was the Joe Burrow thing 2 years ago.
Yeah. At some point, like, people do get tired of saying, yeah, he's got all these things going against him. Like, oh, yeah, his offensive line's terrible, or his receivers are no good, or his defense is awful. That's why they can't win games. People will go with that for a little while, but then they're like, no, enough. You got to show me. You got to overcome all that. And Dak, this is a big year for Dak. Number 13 on the list, Jaden Daniels. Number 14, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold are tied. Number 16, Trevor Lawrence. 17, Jalen Hurts. See, Jalen Hurts can't be in the same tier as Lamar Jackson either. That's criminal.
Jalen Hurts is at the bottom of tier 2.
He is at the bottom of tier 2, but he's still, like, it doesn't belong in that same group. He was 25 tier 2 votes, 25 tier 3 votes. He was right on the edge.
It is funny how the 14th and 16th ranked quarterbacks are the last 2 Super Bowl winners too.
Yeah, you could argue the last 2 Super Bowl winners are, maybe two of the worst that have ever won the Super Bowl.
Peyton Manning with the Broncos.
Oh, I just mean like
in general.
When history is told.
Yeah.
And we see the list of starting NFL quarterbacks that have won a Super Bowl.
Brad Johnson, yeah, I get it.
The Brad Johnson and the Trent Dilfers that people talk about, those are the guys that people will point to.
Yeah. Peyton was bad for that year, but yeah, overall, obviously.
But I think, like, in 20 years, people will go, what? Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl? Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl? I think that it's going to be 2 of those. Like, they're going to be Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer. They're going to be like, oh, the team won a Super Bowl. And I am not sure it's even fair for Sam Darnold, because Sam Darnold was really good last year. And to his credit, Jalen Hurts, when they won the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts was great in the Super Bowl. He had a great game in the Super Bowl. But I don't think Jalen Hurts was the reason they got to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold played like MVP caliber football last year. I think it was just going to take a while for people to accept that Sam Darnold belongs in that conversation. By the way, I didn't mention Trevor Lawrence got 1 vote as tier 1. Baker Mayfield also got a vote in tier 1. So did Jaden Daniels get a vote in tier 1. Caleb Williams, none. He did not get a tier 1 vote.
I'm glad for that, because I think Caleb's getting gassed up too much this offseason.
I kind of think so too. And then, all right, let's take a quick break. Then we'll look at the bottom. We'll look at the scumbags of the quarterback world, and you tell me if you agree if any of these guys should be ranked ahead of Jalen Hurts. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show. San Antonio Sports Star is sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California continues all this week. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Imagine 5 years without buying soap, shampoo, detergent, or any household cleaners. Buy a Connecticut water softener today and get a free K5 drinking station plus 5 years of pure and gentle products. Hurry, this offer ends August the 31st. Call Connecticut now.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like head administrator for a state-of-the-art surgical center.
What can I do for you, Doc?
We need to talk about the lights.
Ah, the mood lighting, relaxing, right? Much better than those old hospital vibes.
A hospital's supposed to have hospital vibes.
You seem tense. Let's dim the lights a bit.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesome.
I don't want to turn this whole show into the Jalen Hurts sucks show.
You would never do that.
I would never do that. But Eagle fan, 31 Eagle fan says over the last 4 seasons, you know who the winningest is, and it is Jalen Hurts. Won the most games over the last 4 years. That's awesome. I just, I think they would have won with Edwin playing quarterback. Like
I don't know about that.
I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself enough credit. I think that they won in spite of him being on that team. Like, there are guys that carry their teams. Like, I'm fully aware that if Josh Allen didn't play for the Bills would probably be a bottom 10 team in the league. Like, their roster is not very good.
You don't think Mitch Trubisky can lead them to the playoffs?
Mitch Trubisky's not on the team anymore.
Well, who's their backup?
I don't even know who they brought in this year. I'm trying to, Mitch left. But I'm fully aware that if Josh Allen's head fell off tomorrow, that the Bills would be a dumpster fire, a complete dumpster fire. It's Kyle Allen. Is it? So they've got 2 Allens now. The Eagles, though, if Jalen Hurts' head fell off, there would be no change. They would still, they could still hand the ball to Saquon Barkley. They'd still be. Now, I do think the team is in decline. Like, the offensive line is not as good as it was. And you're starting to feel those things. But now, because that's happening, now they're having to lean more on Jalen Hurts as a passer, and now people are starting to see that Jalen Hurts can't throw a football, and that's problematic. But I think you can't confuse it. Wins are sometimes wins are attributed to quarterbacks.
I don't think wins is a quarterback
and
stat.
we give quarterbacks grief for not winning playoff games and things like that. But it's really hard to look at Jalen Hurts and go, he's the reason the Eagles are the Eagles.
I mean, they won 2 games last year against good teams. One of them was against the Bills without completing a pass in the second half.
Yeah.
Like, how many teams do you think in the NFL can win a game when their quarterback doesn't complete a pass in the second half?
One. That's it. And kudos to them. I mean, they found a way to work around that weakness. Tier 3, legit starter, but needs better running game or defense to win. Lower volume, drop back passing offense suits him best. Number 18, the top of Tier 3. He even got a Tier 1 vote, which is absurd to me because this is, I think, one of the guys. You talk about guys that are getting hyped up. Bo Nix, to me, is like the definition of just a guy. Like, Bo Nix is nothing special.
Would you rather have Bo Nix or Jalen Hurts?
Bo Nix.
Because of upside, because he's younger?
Yeah, just because there's a little bit of unscratched lottery ticket with him. But I don't want Bo Nix. Like, I don't think Bo Nix is a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. I think he's just a very, very vanilla meh. Yeah, he'll win some games if the team is good. But I can't picture him being like your franchise quarterback, Bo Nix. I don't see that. Number 19, Aaron Rodgers. So one person still put him in Tier 1. I don't know who that person is. That person's lying to himself. Aaron Rodgers is a shell of what he once was. Aaron Rodgers, quite frankly, is like kind of a bad player at this point. Like he's a detriment. Now, is he still one of the 32 best quarterbacks in the league? Yeah, probably, but you're not winning games because of Aaron Rodgers anymore. It's not possible. Number 20, this is rough. Number 20, C.J. Stroud. Boy, how quickly things can turn on you.
I bet you after his rookie year, he got some Tier 1 votes, C.J. Stroud.
Oh, yeah. C.J. Stroud was his average tier in 2024 was 1.82. So he had more Tier 1 votes than Tier 2 votes that year. Average tier last year, 2.18. This year, 2.74. And it said he's starting to fall into that category of a quarterback who's hard to protect. He doesn't beat you at the line and get the ball out. He holds the football, and when he holds the football, he makes mistakes. I think that's kind of fair. That's kind of fair. Yeah. Last year, he had 1 vote for Tier 1. The year before, he had 12 votes for Tier 1. Now he's got none, and in fact has way more. I mean, he's 3/4 Tier 3 votes now. And then they say Slowick got fired because their offensive line sucked, not because the quarterback played really poorly. The old system's a little friendlier to quarterbacks who are not as fast processing. Last year, it looked like CJ might be one of those guys. Hopefully, it was just first year in the system. But I do wonder, do you have to make it easier for this kid so he can play fast? And they're saying this is a big year for him. He has it in him. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of C.J. Stroud at this point. But I can tell you now, I'd take C.J. Stroud over Jalen Hurts.
Really? Just untapped because of untapped potential?
No, just because I've seen him play at a high level. Like
so you think Jalen Hurts is like the 20th something ranked?
I think he's probably about the 20th. That's probably fair.
So you think 17's even too high?
I think 17's probably a little too high.
I think 17's too low.
Oh, you're crazy. Number 21, Daniel Jones. He got his average vote he got the largest year-over-year jump in average vote. Jumped up 8 spots in the rankings. I mean, this was his best season, but at least since the year before Brian Daboll, before they re-signed him to that contract in New York. Indy was a good fit for him. I thought that he looked good last year. I think Daniel Jones physically has everything, except an ability to stay healthy. But if Daniel Jones can stay healthy, he's got some game. And right now he's got the coaching and seems like he's in a good spot. You told me during the break the Colts signed Jonathan Taylor. They re-signed him.
Yeah, 2 years, $44 million.
Good for him. Another big jumper this year, number 22, Bryce Young, who I think a lot of people were ready to throw out, got 5 Tier 2 votes. People starting to come around on him. I think he's okay.
Would you rather have Bryce or CJ? From the same draft class.
CJ.
He's shown his best.
Yeah,
he's shown his best is better.
And I think he's got better physical skills. I think so. This one I'm a little surprised at. Number 23, and I'm surprised because I think I'd have him ahead of a lot of these guys, is Kyler Murray. And Kyler Murray, I mean, part of it is he's hurt a lot. You can't defend the guy's health. But I think going to Minnesota, being around better weapons, I think he's going to be around an elite offensive coach. I think Kyler Murray might have sort of a breakout year. Kyler Murray he hasn't been in Tier 2 since 2022. The last time he got a Tier 1 vote was 2023. So this is kind of what Kyler Murray is, although the jump is he's got more Tier 3 votes this year or fewer Tier 2 votes this year than ever before. So
do you think he can be this year's Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield?
I do. Yeah,
where he goes to an elite situation and plays well.
If he's healthy. Yeah, I think that he's going and assuming they give him the job. I don't know how in love they are with J.J. McCarthy. I would assume Kyler Murray's going to get that job because I mean he's a better player at this point. But that's going to be interesting to see. Number 24, Jackson Dart. I don't think Jackson Dart, the way he plays, is sustainable. Like Jackson Dart's, he's going to have brain injuries.
I also think he's a little overhyped because of the team city he plays for.
Yeah, probably. Number 25, Cam Ward. I think 25 feels probably right for Cam Ward. I just don't know. I don't know what I do with him. I don't know what Cam Ward is going to be. I don't have high hopes that Cam Ward's going to be good. He's got horrible mechanics. Now there's been guys who have overcome that before, so it's not like it's impossible for him to do it. But I haven't seen anything that makes there's a lot of people thinking he's going to be like a breakout player. I don't know. I don't. He seems like he's a long way away from that to me. After him is Tyler Shuck and Tua are tied at number 26.
Another fall from grace.
Oh my gosh, Tua. Only one player dropped further than Tua in average tier ranking from last year, and that was Geno Smith, who dropped even further than Tua. But they said, I thought Tua was physically declining last year. I don't know if there's some hidden injury, but Tua's perfect for Kevin Stefanski's offense. He'll make quick decisions, while other people said they weren't sure that it's a good fit. The boot stuff, yes. The 2-man, 3-man stuff, I don't know if he's got the consistent arm strength to make it all the time with his height. He has to see over the lineman with those max protections. And this coach said he would not discount the possibility of Michael Penix winning the job. If it's a true competition there and they can reel in Penix a little and use his arm strength, that would not surprise me. So Tua, who, he got 0 Tier 2 votes. That is the first time since 2022 that he's not gotten a Tier 2 vote, and he was barely on Tier 3. Number 28 is Kirk Cousins. I think we all know what he is at this point. And then Tier 4, unproven player, not enough information to classify, or a veteran who ideally would not be a full season starter. Number 29, Malik Willis. He's no good. Geno Smith is terrible. Number 30. Number 31, this one's interesting to me, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson got a Tier 2 vote. He also got Tier 5 votes, like a tier lower than Tier 4. It says Watson's one of the 60 quarterbacks to start at least 10 games since the Browns acquired him in 2022, and he ranks 59th amongst them in EPA per pass play. Zach Wilson is the only quarterback who's been worse in since 2022 of guys who have started at least 10 games. And you're not projecting he's going to go the whole season and be a guy at this point, are you? And most assume that Watson and Shedeur Sanders will both start at various points this year. Deshaun Watson was Tier 1 in 2020 and 2021, Tier 2 the last 2 years, and then Tier 3 in 2024. Didn't get a ranking in 2025 because he wasn't playing. I think there's a lot of question marks around Deshaun. I know if Deshaun Watson's playing at his best, he's way better than 31st, obviously. But
he hasn't played at his best since 2020.
We don't know if that Deshaun Watson even exists anymore. 32, Michael Penix Jr. Number 33, Jacoby Brissett. 34, J.J. McCarthy. And boy, I mean, it says, is knocking down the expectation a little bit more fair to the player? Yes. Knock down the expectations. One offensive coach said football looks hard to him. That's not a good sign. If football looks hard to him, not a good sign. Number 35, Shedeur Sanders. And that wraps up the list. There is no Tier 5 this year. Everybody did well enough to make Tier 4. So
Browns got 2 quarterbacks in the 30s.
Yeah,
battling it
for
out.
them, battling it out. 2 of the worst. Shedeur got 37 Tier 4 votes, 12 Tier 5 votes, and only 1 Tier 3 vote. So Shedeur Sanders looked at as the worst of them. But they did say, an offensive coach said, if Shedeur has really invested in himself, there might be some upside. I just don't think he's got the physical gifts to be. I mean, he's very he does a lot of mechanical things, right? Like, he's been well coached, obviously, but he's still really inaccurate. I think he's rushed. I don't know. One defensive coordinator said, I'd sleep like a baby if I got to play him every week. He's not an on-time player, can't really read through the coverages, is a little heavy-footed. He is thicker and harder to tackle than expected, but you shouldn't lose to him. So, and then one coach said, I thought he was all right, better than expected. They did a good job with him of making the game simple, and I thought Shedeur played with a chip on his shoulder. So, that feel right to you, number 35 for Shedeur?
I would say so. He wasn't great last year. But,
no, he was. I mean, he was pretty.
It's
bad.
the Browns, but yeah, he wasn't good.
Yeah. All right. 210-656-3776. If you think someone is misranked here, the Sando Tiers. You know what? Maybe as I look at this list, maybe Jalen Hurts at 17 is probably, it might be fair. I will say there's nobody in 11 through 16 that I would put behind him. So, no, I think I'd want Jalen Hurts at I think 18 is probably where I'd put him, because I think the only guy, or maybe 19, because the only guys I'd put ahead of him are probably CJ and maybe Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones is a maybe. So maybe 17 is a fair spot for Jalen Hurts. I'll give him that one. He's the 17th best quarterback in the league. Look at me, being positive, shining a positive light.
Eagle fans thinks he's second behind Mahomes.
No, he doesn't. I swear.
No, I'm talking about Eagle fans do.
No, I don't think they believe that. No, I don't think
they say it.
No, they don't. They don't believe that. Like, I think Eagle fan is like, I think they're, for whatever people think about Philly fans, I will say Philly fans know, like, they're not dummies. They might be rude, they might be a-holes, they might be scumbags. They're not dumb about football. They know what they've got with Jalen Hurts. And they may defend Jalen Hurts a little more because they've got to be defensive about him, because there's guys like me who are like being objective, and I don't care about the Eagles any more than any other team. So I just tell you what I see. And it's no good. So they're a little defensive about that. But I think if you ask Eagle fans, like, what would take them over the top, it's better quarterback play. I think that's pretty obvious. All right, 210-656-3776. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Talk to the boys. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your commute, still have this closure on the southwest side, 35 southbound, South Cross to Military. It's now a 10-minute delay, with delays starting at Malone. They're still forcing traffic onto the frontage road. 18-wheeler accident where a vehicle ran into the back of that 18-wheeler. A disabled semi-trailer, 90 westbound Ed Couples, now off to the shoulder, and 410 eastbound Perrin Vital to Austin Highway. That's some road work with 2 right lanes closed, 15-minute delays. So from Harry Wurzbach. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
If alcohol or drug use is hurting you or someone you love, you are not alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. There is help, there is hope. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741 or visit cicada.org.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
This report is sponsored by United States Department of Veterans Affairs.
The hardest part was figuring out where to go. Safeguard Veterans connected me to people and resources that understood military life.
Veteran-focused support, local connections. Visit safeguardveterans.net and click on your city. Safeguard Veterans. Any door, the right support.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we're celebrating our 50th year of the Hunters Extravaganza. Join us in San Antonio August 7th through 9th. Come see Gator Country, Heart of Texas Snake Handlers, enter the deer competition, and compete in the annual indoor 3D archery tournament. Discover the latest hunting gear and apparel, book hunts, and find everything you need for the hunt. The Hunters Extravaganza, brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association. Get tickets at ttha.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Still using the I got a guy approach for your digital marketing? Relying on one person in today's rapidly shifting online landscape is costing you more in lost opportunities. You need the deep bench expertise of Conrex Digital. We provide more than just a presence. We deliver results. From high converting websites and SEO to engaging social content and lead generation on Google and Meta, we handle it all. Dominate your competition with expert programmatic and streaming TV campaigns. Bold marketing, real results. Visit conrexdigital.com. Conrex Digital makes it happen.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains August 7th through the 13th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers get the rubber match of their 3-game series as they blank the San Francisco Giants 6-0. Starting pitcher Corey Bradford pitched an effective 4 1/3 innings as it was his first start since 2024. The Rangers are off today, but will start a 3-game series with the Baltimore Orioles in Arlington Friday. I'm Edwin Hafner for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Heyo. 210-656-3776. This may be a sign of me becoming an old man. Do you find it annoying when like if you go to order something and you can't you look up a menu online or something, you want to call an order, but they don't take calls over the phone. You have to order it on the internet.
Yeah, or go in.
Or go in, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like going in.
Do you like to call on the phone?
I usually like to order on the internet.
I typically like to order on the internet too, but I like to have the option because, like, what if I have a question about the menu or something?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to call in and talk to someone. So it throws me off when there's no one to answer the phones. Buc-ee's is making this move. Buc-ee's, who is now, some locations are so busy at Buc-ee's, they are bringing in over 15,000 daily guests at some locations, that's crazy to me. And I mean, there's a bunch of people there, obviously, and they're spending, the staff is spending a lot of time taking care of customers. And they've decided that they have unlisted the phone numbers for their locations to keep employees focused on in-store experience. So there will be no more way to call it. Now, not that you need to call Buc-ee's anyway, but like any business in general, I think it's good to have like a way.
You just like to ask questions. And
if I have a question, I want to be able to call and ask.
And just see if you see something off with the menu or something.
Yeah, or like, let's say,
or if you want a special order.
Yeah, let's say there's some particular kind of beef jerky that I'm really looking forward to. Like I really want the spicy garlic beef jerky. But last time I went, they were out. And I'm not going to stop at Buc-ee's unless they've got my spicy garlic beef jerky. Can I call and say, hey, do you guys have spicy garlic beef jerky today? Now I can't call. I have to take my chances. And that's a big risk. Because you pull into Buc-ee's, I mean, you're talking about an experience. It's not like I'll leave the car running, I'll run right in. No. You
gotta stay there.
Yeah, you almost have to live there for a little while in order to get through that place.
Oh yeah.
When's the last time you went to a Buc-ee's?
It's been a while. I mean, I've been multiple times, but it not in the last few years. But it's grown since I've been.
Oh yes.
Probably when I went to Louisiana, like that's a 7-hour drive, so I probably stopped by one.
Man, you drive slow, Edwin.
Alexandria?
Well, I guess Alexandria.
It's because you have to get through the Houston traffic. That's where I go through College Station, Houston, into Port Arthur, Beaumont.
You go through College Station?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Through Houston, College Station. Yeah, I do.
Why don't you just get on I-10 here in San Antonio and go that way?
I don't know. We just go through. I mean, the Houston traffic, as you know, it's pretty bad, but we just go through College Station. It's the way we've been going. My family's been going to Louisiana for years.
Huh. That's interesting.
We've just gone the same way each time.
Okay.
We haven't changed it up.
All right. Hey, I just go whichever way Waze tells me to go. That's the move. Just all right. Waze will let me know, and I'll listen to whatever you say. My mom calls Waze that woman. She says that woman on my phone will tell me where to go, which is kind of funny. But it's like my wife won't even get in the car to go like to places. Like if I know where we're going, I'll say, I know where we're going. You don't need to put it in Waze. She wants to put it in anyway just to make sure there's no traffic or anything like that. There's no accidents or something that we have to avoid.
Rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah, sometimes you got to risk it. Sometimes you just got to take chances in life.
Risk it for the biscuit?
That's right. Take chances in life. All right, 210-656-3776. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for the rights of San Antonians for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. What is something you see often as a personal injury attorney and protecting your clients?
The one thing we always see without fault in a case is that the insurance company will always reach out to them soon after the collision, and they try to get them to agree to a low settlement. They try to get them to agree to signing a piece of paper. They want them essentially to sign their rights away without ever even consulting with an attorney. Right? In the grand scheme of things, if you sign a piece of paper, you're signing your future interest away. So that's why it's so important to call the Gomez Law Firm, because we make sure we protect your rights, and you're not signing your life away, you're not signing your rights away.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then call the Gomez Law Firm first. 210-736-4040 or visit joegomezlaw.com. Protect your family and protect your rights.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Football season is here. 2026 UTSA Roadrunners football season tickets are on sale now, starting at just $110. Secure your seats for all 6 home games at the Alamo Dome, including Navy, Colorado State, and North Texas. Got a big group? Bring your school, business, church, or organization and enjoy exclusive experiences like on-field access, the high-five tunnel, video board recognition, and more. Learn more at GoUTSA.com. That's GoUTSA.com.
O'Reilly.
Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get one free set of Brake Best Select brake pads when you buy 2 Brake Best Select brake rotors. Or get one free set of Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct professional grade brake pads when you buy 2 matching professional grade brake rotors. Restrictions apply. Get details from the parts professionals at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You see this gal in New York who got hit in the head with a baseball bat? Jose Ramirez was batting. This gal was in 4th row seats directly behind home plate. And Jose Ramirez swung and the bat flew out of his hands and it whacked this gal right in the dome. And now she is suing for $10 million.
$10 million?
Yep. Now it's got, where she's sitting has netting and, all that stuff. It's the one location where the law has long required a stadium operator to provide adequate protective screening. Ramirez lost his bat mid-swing. The protective netting did nothing to stop the bat. Went right through it, hit her in the dome. And the suit claims that the netting was significantly lower than adjacent sections, leaving an unprotected opening. And the bat hit her with such force that it knocked her from her seat and threw her to the ground, causing her to sustain severe and permanent injuries. They said the bat cleared the screen and flattened a spectator. Bat goes one way, ball goes another, Michael Kay said during the broadcast. Bat goes into the stands over the screen, too. There's a woman who got hit. She's on her feet now. She claims that the bat caused a TBI, concussion, severe light sensitivity, and permanent damage to her neck and hands, leaving her completely unable to return to her professional duties. She is the chief of staff at the Bronx-based Community Care, Somos Community Care. And now she went on TV less than 2 weeks before the lawsuit was filed. And during the short televised segment, she appeared on camera under studio lighting to discuss a recent event sponsored by her company. And everything looked pretty normal. When asked if the TV spot contradicted her injury claims, the lawyer said not at all. Ms. Dulich continues to suffer significant residual deficits from her traumatic brain injury, including persistent headaches, sensitivity to light, balance issues, and other impairments. He also represents Chirayu Rana in the sex slave lawsuit against J.P. Morgan. This lawyer does. He's a big, prominent lawyer. But he says a brief television appearance does not mean she has received or is capable of performing her professional duties on a sustained basis. The Yankees have declined comment so far, but the baseball rule, the century-old baseball rule, a doctrine that typically exempts teams and owners from liability over foul ball, bat, or other similar injuries, that rule helped toss out a lot of injury suits that have come out over the years. But at one point, remember, there was a shattered bat and at Fenway. This was like probably 10 years ago. The bat snapped off and hit somebody, and there was like even a few years ago, or maybe more than a few years ago. Do you remember when the ball hit the baby in the head, hit a toddler in the head?
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And they had to change the netting requirements, but it does say the baseball rule contains a critical legal exception. Stadiums must provide adequate protective netting in the zone of greatest danger, directly behind home plate, where she sat, and whether or not she can prove the net was defective could be the difference between this being a good lawsuit or a bad one. But either way, $10 million. I'd take a TBI for $10 million.
Yeah, have you ever gotten hit with the baseball bat?
Oh yeah,
you have.
Yeah.
How painful is
it? Pretty painful. Like I had a black eye. My cousin got hit real bad. Like the bat got thrown, boom, right in the eye.
I like to sit in the outfield.
I've never got hit with a bat at a game. I'm talking about when I was playing baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never been hit by somewhat like I've never gone to a game and got hit with a bat. No,
or a foul ball or anything like that.
No way. I'd catch it. I'd catch it barehanded.
No glove.
I don't take a glove to a game, Edwin. I'm a grown man.
I don't anymore. I used to.
Good for you.
The first couple times I went, but
were you nervous that the ball would be hit at you?
Yeah, I wanted to look cool, on TV if I ever caught it, have the glove. But
you think it looks cool to have the glove?
Like I said, I used to.
But now you realize it looks cooler if you catch it with your bare hand, right? That's what I.
But there's never a ball in my section.
Do you sit in the cheap seats?
No, it's in the outfield.
Okay, so just it's the right kind of power. That's all you're looking for.
You got to remember the Brewers don't hit a lot of home runs.
That's fair. But then when they do, they ride the slide. That's fun.
Bernie Brewer.
Yeah. Would you ever ride that slide if they gave you the chance?
That's my dream.
Is it?
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Would you pay to ride it?
Yeah.
If they said $200, you can go down the slide.
Absolutely.
$200, you would.
Yeah,
do it?
I would.
Okay. It's a lot to go down the slide.
That's on my bucket list.
Okay. All right.
Next time.
You think you would be a good mascot?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to dress up in that hot suit.
It's at least it's an air-conditioned building.
Yeah, but I don't like to dress up in that hot suit and have to walk around.
You like to dress professionally for work, and at that job that would be professional.
This is radio professional.
Okay,
not that professional.
All right, 210-656-3776. I have a story about Miss North Carolina. She's been stripped of her title, Edwin. You'll never guess why. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
You're listening to AJ and Rob in the morning with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville. Because they all sound brutal. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your commute, still have this closure on the southwest side, 35 southbound. South Cross to Military, it's now a 10-minute delay with delays starting at Malone. They're still forcing traffic onto the frontage road. 18-wheeler accident where a vehicle ran into the back of that 18-wheeler. A disabled semi-trailer, 90 westbound at Couples, now off to the shoulder, and 410 eastbound Perrin Vital to Austin Highway. That's some road work with 2 right lanes closed, 15-minute delays. So from Harry Wurzbach. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time saver traffic.
All right, Step up if you really know the Rangers. This is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
You know what you can trust? The protection you get when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. You know what you can't trust? Everything else, apparently. Like when you saw that article that said that thing you eat every day is a superfood and great for your gut health. But then 30 seconds later, a different article warns you to avoid it and it's taking years off your life. Well, which is it? Kind of a big difference there. Anyway, bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive for reliable coverage in a reliably unreliable world. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new, beautiful, energy-efficient windows, plus zero down, zero interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now, 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, Texans wide receiver Tank Dill returned to practice on Wednesday. The fourth-year player missed all of last season after suffering multiple torn ligaments and a dislocated kneecap in a game against the Chiefs all the way back in December of 2024. Head coach D'Amico Ryan says nothing has changed with their plan for Dell and just expect him to continue his progress and how he's feeling. And it's been a long offseason, but the wait is finally over. Football is back tonight as the Arizona Cardinals take on the Carolina Panthers in the NFL's annual Pro Football Hall of Fame game. Third-round pick from Miami, Carson Beck, is starting for the Cardinals, as journeyman quarterback Kenny Pickett is on his fourth different team in 4 years as starting for the Carolina Panthers. You can listen to the game on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 7 and also watch the game on NBC. I'm Edwin Hafner from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Small Friday. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1. Hope everybody's having a good week. Let's see. What's the Brigade Bar talking about? Greg says he called Buc-ee's to reserve a toilet. And then, C-Note, damn, went to MLB and cashed out. We'll see. We will see. Shallon asked if there's a video of I think there is. I don't know. I think they had it. Maybe they didn't show like the actual contact on the, because like I said, they had the Yankees call of it, but they may not have actually seen where the bat landed with the cameras. I don't know. And they may be trying to hide that from the people. And will the Cardinals be the worst team in the NFL this year? Whew.
Dolphins, I think, are going to be pretty bad.
The Dolphins are going to be pretty bad. The Cardinals are real. And the Cardinals play in the NFC West, which is kind of a murderer's row. That's tough. I'll go the Cardinals are the worst. I bet the Cardinals have the worst record. Dolphins will be right there with them, though. And then the Browns and the Jets are always pretty safe bets to be in that discussion as well. All right. 210-656-3776. The Miss North Carolina USA has been stripped of her title. Brittany Boltonhouse. Good-looking gal, this Brittany Boltonhouse. Very, very attractive. What do you think she was stripped of her title for, Edwin?
Did she say something insensitive?
She did. She did. She just won the title a little over a month ago. And now maybe they should have done this before, but after some investigation, after overseeing the A Blaze Productions, who oversaw Miss North Carolina USA, said the decision to strip her is very difficult, but after a thorough review of recently surfaced information, she has to be stripped of her title. It followed a thorough review of recently surfaced information, was based on the totality of the circumstances and our responsibility to preserve the integrity of the Miss North Carolina USA title and the values of our organization. As an organization entrusted with selecting and preparing women to represent our states on the national stage, we must uphold the standards and values that our title holders agree to embrace when accepting the honor of wearing the crown. She has, now they didn't say what she wrote in her posts, but it appears to be racist, is what they're saying.
I knew it.
Yeah. Yep. The brand does not tolerate racism, homophobia, transphobia, nor language that strips any person of their dignity, whoever they are, whoever they may be. She has apologized, but she realizes that it does not undo the harm and does not change the outcome. Boltonhouse, who is a business owner in Wilmington, is accused of writing a slew of social media posts containing a racial slur under an alias. Between 2017 and 2019, she used the N-word several times and framed herself as toxic while using the username Sosa the Stallion.
So they went back and found her tweets. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh, man.
All the way back to 2017 under a burner account. Like she had an alias account.
Oh, she's Kevin Durant.
Basically.
Wow.
Boltonhouse is a Honduran Mexican model. And she goes under the name Sosa on social media. She was the first Honduran model to win the Miss North Carolina USA title. And she said, there are moments that in life that forever change who you are, and this is one of mine. As for me, I carry this crown with immense pride. Representation matters, and I hope every little girl who has ever wondered if she belongs can see that she does. Mom and Dad, thank you for being the foundation of the woman I am today. Your sacrifices, faith, and love built the character that stands beneath this crown. The crown is bigger than me. It's for the people who have been underestimated. It was a 3-day contest. She won it, and now she's lost it for saying the N-word on social media 8 years ago.
So are they going to give the second place winner the crown?
Yes, Mila Hadley, who finished as a contest for first runner-up, has now assumed the title as the champion by default. I don't know. That's kind of a...
Would you accept the crown? Like if you're Mila?
I don't think so. It just feels like,
you were
because
voted the best, but it's like,
because the other girl said the N-word. Now, I mean, I don't know.
Did they check her social media posts?
I'm sure they did. I would guess before they even handed it over, they did a thorough investigation, is my guess. But, yeah, I also would ask, in some cultures, in some societies, Latinos often use the N-word. And Latinos get away with using the N-word in a way that white people do not. So maybe there could have been some people who said, oh, she's allowed to say that.
I mean, your guy on draft night, didn't they have Josh Allen? Didn't they find old tweets of his?
Of Josh Allen?
I think, yeah, on draft. I think so.
I don't know what it was.
He had to
with
apologize.
Josh
I mean,
Allen.
it was so long. It was, 2018? I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. He used, on Twitter, I think he was quoting, a rap lyric.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he did post some rap lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that different, though, when you're quoting a song?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to hold what you said 8 years ago against you. We all make mistakes when we're young, and it happened. There's a former. Josh Hader. It happened to. There's a bunch of players or people it happened to.
I think it's a little bit different. Like Josh quoting a Jay-Z song.
Yeah, well, Josh Hader was like this girl.
Yeah, and especially because she was saying using the word toxic while talking about it. That just seems that's probably a negative connotation. But also she is Honduran, and maybe Hondurans use the N-word regularly. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Do you know any Hondurans?
No, I don't.
I don't either. Because in this picture, if she told me that she was black, I would go, oh, okay. I'd believe her. Although, I don't know. Maybe that picture, she looks a little more Hispanic. But, she's got some, she doesn't look like, certainly doesn't look like a white girl. But she looks like the kind of girl that if she said the N-word, I'd go, oh, she's allowed. But that's not the rules in Miss North Carolina USA pageant. Just because a word's allowed doesn't mean you should say it on the internet, friends. And remember that. All people should know.
Do you think she'll come back from this?
I think she'll never come back from this. This is probably the end for her. What's going to happen to her? What else can she do? This was her biggest moment. She said as much. It was a life-changing moment for her. Now it's been taken away. She'll probably do some nudie modeling or something.
Well, she'll always be known as the girl that got her crown stripped away because she said some bad stuff on social
But there's
media.
probably some sort of alt-right porno site that that dudes who they're into girls who say the N-word, and they would pay to see that. They'd pay to see her naked. But now, in order for her to have a career, she's going to have to be naked, unfortunately. She had the whole thing lined up where it looked like she was going to be a legit model. I think that's all out the window now. She's going to have to move into the world of nude modeling, or maybe even full-blown pornography. I don't know.
Or maybe she can get a real job.
I don't think girls that look like this get real jobs, Edwin. I'm afraid that's not in the cards for her. That's she ain't the kind of, you know what she might get? A rich husband. That might be her move. Just say, you know what? Enough of this trying to be a career woman. I'm just going to marry a rich dude. That might be what happens. And I bet there's some tobacco czar in North Carolina that'd be happy to have her. You come on, move out here to my tobacco patch, girl, and I'm going to make a fine Southern woman out of you. And you can say the N-word whenever you want at my house. And then she'll say, okay, this is a good life. All right, 210-656-3776. If there's any Hondurans out there, I'd love to know if you're allowed to say the N-word. I don't know that we have Hondurans here in San Antonio, but if we do, I'd love to know if they're allowed to say the N-word. We will be right back. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show. Be a part of the show. 210-656-3776.
Arasti providers are all around San Antonio and continue to grow because what they do works. See, when you have a mission statement and you stick with it and you're successful with it, there's no reason to change it. And their goal is to get you out of pain. No matter what kind of pain you're dealing with, Arasti has a method to get you out of it and out of it fast. See, it's the hands-on approach that works so well. This is not take 2 pills and call me tomorrow. This is an Arasti expert finding out why you're in pain, where you're in pain, and fixing the problem. If it's a soft tissue injury, man, they can get to work and get you back in business in under 4 visits. Let me tell you, if it's strains or sprains, you rolled an ankle, all the way to plantar fasciitis in your feet, or those tension headaches that hit you right in the middle of the forehead. They're all around San Antonio. They accept most insurances. And here's the good news. The best news is You don't even need a referral. You can see one today. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call a Rusty. Let them take care of you, and when they do, come on by. Thank me later.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney who has practiced law here in San Antonio since 1994. Over the past 30 years, I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of victims of negligent drivers. If you've been in an auto accident, you can choose a billboard lawyer, but I'd ask you to consider calling me. We have only one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. My team and I place a premium on communication because I believe there can be no daylight between an effective attorney and his client. I do not charge for an initial consultation. If you've been injured in a traffic collision, just call my office, 210-900-0400. There's no charge. I want to make sure that the decisions you make immediately after an accident are smart decisions. The other driver's insurance company and your own insurance company will want to talk to you immediately after the accident. My advice, talk to me first. Many adjusters play fair, but I've seen more than a few that do not. If you've been injured by a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
AJ Hoffman.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Claymore calling us by our old name.
That's a no-no.
Claymore, don't put that on me.
Rob, when he did the, did something.
Did he call us the morning huddle?
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, Rob.
Promo.
What's funny is he gives me grief every time I accidentally say it. I haven't said it in like over a week though. I've gotten pretty good at it. Claymore says context matters for Latinos. Was it derogatory to demean or insult someone? I don't know. I mean, it could be, but there are always receipts, man. The internet, they don't lose track of it. And Claymore, he also says Josh Allen was in high school, I think. Yeah, he was. And Josh, he ate it. He said, you know what? Yeah, it was dumb of me. I forgot that he did that. But yeah, he said that I think he posted it. I think it was Jay-Z lyrics. Or maybe it was Drake. I hope it was Jay-Z and not Drake, but I don't know.
It's from California, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, who knows what it was. But, yeah, I'm guessing that was I'm guessing because, again, it said that it was used where it said the word toxic. So I'm guessing they were not saying – she wasn't saying nice things. And no word yet if she said hard, like the hard R or just with an A. I wonder if they would strip her of the title if she just used the A.
I think it would be both.
You think so?
I think so. In 2026 it would be both.
Claymore says, Edwin, you haven't earned the right to even call it a no-no, Bubba. What do you mean he hasn't earned the right? Edwin's a black man. How dare you, Claymore? Franklin says the N-word serves no purpose and that word needs to go away. No one should use it. I agree, but I mean that word is no business of mine.
No, I don't use it.
You don't use it ever?
No, I don't use it ever.
Does your family use it?
No, they don't.
What about even the ones in Louisiana?
They probably do.
Yeah, I bet they do.
I don't use it.
I think everybody in Louisiana uses it. White people, black people, everybody there that I know uses it. And Alexandra says she was probably calling herself toxica. She might be. And I think maybe she is toxic. Maybe she is a toxica. She looks like one. I'll tell you that much. She's good looking, though. Miss North Carolina, former Miss North Carolina. R.I.P. Brittany Boltonhouse. 27 years old. Maybe she's too old to be Miss North Carolina anyway. Maybe they should look for someone a little bit more age appropriate. 27, you're starting to become an old broad.
27's in your prime.
No, not to be a Miss North Carolina.
What, it's about 22, 23?
Yeah, Trump would say she's way too old.
Oh, wow.
It's a little too old for my taste. That's all. No, 27's a fine age. I think that as long as I think even a gal maybe in her young 30s could be a Miss North Carolina. I don't know, but she just can't say the N-word publicly. That's the big no-no. A former guest on my show, a regular guest on my show, was a guy named Perez Hilton. Do you know who Perez Hilton is, Edwin?
I've heard of him.
I think you're probably too young to know.
He's like a blogger?
He is a blogger. He was like a kind of an original. He was an original sort of Hollywood blogger,
like Celebrity Scoop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did like a TMZ type stuff, but he did it like way early in the days of Twitter. He was like one of the hot guys getting scoops, and Perez Hilton used to come on my show every week, and yeah, I remember he told me, I said, hey, don't you forget about me when you get real famous. And he said, I'm an attention whore. I'll never be too famous for you. And then maybe a year later, he got too famous for me and stopped returning my calls. So I have a love-hate relationship with Perez Hilton. Perez Hilton is very, very, very gay. Very gay. Very flamboyant. And he... So, and I'm not saying that all gay people have a penchant for drama, but he was the kind of gay person that would have a penchant for drama. Well, now there's been even more drama, like some real drama with Perez Hilton. He was doing a live stream and started talking about things like he's had enough, he can't take anymore, and there's the thoughts are that he during a live stream had a suicide attempt, and they're not really saying exactly what's happened now or exactly where he's at in health wise, but they say our focus remains on Perez's health, recovery, and the privacy of both him and his family during this incredibly difficult time. We respectfully ask that everyone continue to honor his privacy while he receives the care he needs. Adding that any verified updates will come directly from him. This is his PR guy. He's 48 years old. They say he appeared to engage in self-harm behaviors during a late-night live stream on Tuesday night. Police were notified. They got multiple calls regarding an individual who was live streaming acts of self-harm on social media. Deputies quickly located the residence where they spoke with family members on scene and confirmed he was alone inside. And the statement continued, in many incidents involving a person experiencing a mental health crisis or actively harming themselves, deputies prioritize de-escalation by creating time, distance, and opportunities for communication. At this time, deputies have tactfully disengaged while continuing to monitor the situation. And then he was safely recovered and transported to a nearby hospital, receiving medical attention. And the sheriff's office says that they are also on the scene providing support and resources to the individual's family. So it does sound like he tried to kill himself.
On a live stream.
On a live stream, which is obviously like that's even, often suicide is like a cry for help or attention of some kind. You do it on a live stream, that's like the ultimate call for attention, cry for help, right? Like you're wanting people to see it. I don't know how you can how you can make it how you could make it more of a public cry for help. And it also points in that if you were someone you know is struggling or in crisis, call or text 988 for anybody who's having suicidal thoughts. That is a very sad thing. So I hope, even though I'm a little bit mad at him, at Perez, I hope that he is getting the help that he needs, and I hope that he's going to be all right. He said I guess talking when he was before his spiral, he was talking about 5 weeks ago. It says June. Yeah, he was saying that he was preparing to move with his 3 children, Mario, Mia, and mate, from Vegas to Miami. And a week later, he shared a short vlog saying, "I fell off the wagon in every sense," but in which he shared he was getting back to the gym and reading the Bible after a stressful move. He said, "I fell off the wagon in every sense, but I'm back. I also went to church today for the first time in weeks. I also read my Bible today for the first time in weeks. I was in a bit of a spiral because I was overwhelmed with our move to Miami, and I didn't do these things that I know are good for me." And now, of course, things have gotten even worse to him. He appeared naked and covered in blood during a TikTok live stream, but is now safe. So that's a sad thing. I joke about holding a grudge against him, but I do hope that he is. I hope that he's doing all right, man. Good, our good old boy Perez Hilton. All right, 210-656-3776. Edwin, when we come back, I'm going to play some sound from Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, that Jason and Joe procured for me yesterday. I'm going to play that coming up next, see what's going on out at camp. It's the AJ and Rob Show on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
A steak, open a bottle of wine, and it'd be perfect.
You're alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me and the dog.
Mm-hmm. Watch a Nation's Dumbest.
You'll
feel really good about yourself.
I don't know if I will or not.
I don't think you will.
Because I'll be one of the dumbest.
Yeah, you would.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circa Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the new Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, get early access to our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. San Antonio Sports Center.
Hey, good morning, everybody. AJ and Rob show. 94.1. Just AJ, no Rob today. He's getting the old stinker checked. The colonoscopy. I did mine a couple weeks ago. I'm fully recovered though. You know, I'm in my prime.
You didn't have to go on the IL?
No, I was back at it that next day. I felt good. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it didn't feel like anything had even violated me. Like I didn't wake up like Diddy's friends who would wake up and like, oh man, what happened? My butt hurts. No, my butt didn't even hurt. I guess that's a good thing. It means they use proper care. And I also picked a tiny little Asian lady doctor who had tiny hands, and I knew would be very gentle.
Well, you're specific on the doctor.
Oh, yes. You want some big ham hand, man? No way. Yeah, I mean, that's not what you're looking for, right? Imagine one of those guys who's got real big, like, meaty fingers. Ugh. You don't want that. Squishy fingers. You know who had the worst squishy fingers?
Who?
Eddie George.
Eddie George?
Yeah.
That Eddie George?
Former Tennessee Titans running back.
Oh, when you lived in Tennessee.
I met him at a pizza place called Pizza Perfect. It was off Vanderbilt's campus, and great pizza. And I met him there, and he was there with some gal who kept rubbing his face. I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend or what, but he looked really annoyed that she was bothering with him, and he just wanted to eat his pizza and be left alone. And on the way out, he was leaving at the same time we were, and I just said, "Hey, Eddie, big fan," and he stuck his paw out. He's got huge hands. I went to shake his hand, and it was like grabbing a pack of hot dogs. It was.
You're pretty surprised?
I was very surprised, yeah.
I've heard that if you shake Adrian Peterson's hand, it hurts.
I shook Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson's been on my show a couple times, and he's a very strong man.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, that he's the handshake that hurts when you do it.
Yeah, and I like that better. I'll take a good firm handshake over feeling like I'm squeezing a bunch of hot dogs, and you squeeze and then it sinks in. I don't like that. And this was at a time when I think Eddie George was still playing at the time. He was an active player for the Titans at the time. So I don't know how he holds on to the football with those sausage fingers. It's crazy. All right. I wanted to get into some of the sound from camp. The boys, Jason and Joe, they had Shotty on the show yesterday, huh?
Yeah, they had him on the show. They met him before you and Rob met him.
No, I met him last year.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I met him. He didn't come on the show with us last year, but I did talk to him last year. He's a very nice guy. And we'll have him back on the show. We're going to have him on the show this season. I know we're not really technically a sports show anymore, but we'll still have Coach Shotty on. He's good, and he likes to talk about things that I like to talk about. He likes to talk about Taylor Swift and things like that too. But right now, he's talking about Cowboys. And first thing he talked about was the vibes at camp and how camp's feeling a little bit different right now.
Yeah, I think so. I get asked about that a lot. I think, when you start talking right away about what the goals and expectations are of your football team is to twofold. Again, build the greatest culture in professional sports, which is going to allow you to win the world championship, and we want to be playing in SoFi on February 14th. When you start talking that way and the guys start hearing it and they start believing it, I think that sets the standard where we want to go. Now, we're not going to get there without putting in the work and trusting the process, and we're going to have high highs and low lows, and that's part of the business. But the confidence that you guys feel is real.
Well, I don't know if, again, I didn't hear the whole interview. I got the clip sent to me, so I didn't hear Jason and Joe's questions on all these answers. But I'd be curious to hear what Jason and Joe asked or how it came up. But here's Shotty talking about how they're trying to model their culture after the San Antonio Spurs.
Literally, I've been a big fan of Coach Popovich for a long time and what they built down there, because it wasn't about winning a championship. It was about sustaining success. This isn't just about 2026. This is about what 5 years from now, 6, 7 years from now, can we build that dynasty that we're trying to do? And again, it takes the right people, and they have it in San Antonio. They're rebuilding it now that way, and we're in year 2 of our process.
I like that. I like that he's looking to cross sports, and that's one thing San Antonio, the Spurs have, is a great culture. The idea that almost all of their legends are still involved with the organization and still live around here, come around here. I think they've built up something pretty special. I think a lot of teams could aspire to it. All right, finally, we'll hear a couple more things from here. The defensive coaching staff, that's what everybody's pointing at this year. Everybody assumes that the offense is going to be strong. The defense is the big question. New coaching staff, couple new pieces. It probably can't get worse than it was last year. Crazier things have happened, but I don't think it'll be worse than it was a year ago. But here's Shotty talking about the overhaul of the staff.
I really felt good about what we were building last year. But again, I think part of being a great leader is when things don't fit or they're not right, you have to make tough decisions. And so what I'm so proud of us is that once that decision was made to make the changes, we started a process that was, again, very long, very detailed, everybody was involved, from Jerry, Steve, and myself, Will McClay, the other assistants that were still there. And we've got guys on both sides of the ball and special teams that are really great teachers. You got to take these athletes, and you got to, that are world-class athletes, but you got to teach them what to do, teach them how to do it, and then you got to make sure that they're doing it the way that you want them to do it. And so I think we've got great teachers that understand scheme, but also the difference in the NFL a lot of time, guys, is fundamentals. If you don't play with good fundamentals and it's a great player going against a great player, you're going to struggle. The guy usually that has the better fundamentals is going to be the guy that wins more of the battles.
One of the other things that you have to give credit to the Cowboys for is they've gone out and made some moves. They've spent some money. I mean, the Micah thing is what it is, and we talked about this constantly last offseason. Like there is no replacement for Micah Parsons. When you sent him out, that was an irreversible move. You weren't going to find an equal or greater pass rusher. That wasn't an option. But how do you build once you decide to move him on? And Jerry's done a good job of bringing talent in. And here's Shoddy talking about Jerry getting on board with the vision to make those changes.
Yeah, I think it goes back to, the conversations and communication from myself and Jerry and Steven and ownership, really. It goes back to when I interviewed for the job, got the job, and it was very important to me. Like, if there's one thing a head coach's son, I'm talking about myself as a child, learns is the importance of communication. And so, I was very open and honest throughout the course of the process with Jerry and Steven. I helped them understand the things we were doing well, the things that we need to clean up, in a lot of different areas, not just defensively, but as a football team. And so you would be surprised. I mean, because we were on the same page when it came time to make that decision, we were aligned. But again, even better than that, guys, was the process of making sure that the next guy we hired, in this case Christian Parker, that we were all aligned with that. And so, it's easy to communicate with Jerry, Steve, and the Joneses, their ownership. They're awesome. And, hey, we don't always agree on things, but they're very easy to talk to, and I'm very appreciative of them.
One thing that I am maybe a little concerned about with the Cowboys, and everybody seems to think that the offense is like this untouchable thing. I'm not a huge fan of this offensive line. I have a hard time. I mean, I think Tyler Smith is really good at football. The rest of that line, I'm not so sure.
I think the interior is pretty good.
Okay.
Booker another year, and then Tyler
Booker's
Smith.
young. I think Booker has a chance to be good.
The tackles have struggled. The tackles really struggled last year.
And, I mean, there was thought that Tyler Smith was going to end up, kind of like having to play tackle. Like, that was a thought that maybe he was like they said, we're going to put our 5 best linemen out there. We don't know what order they're going to be in. We don't know what position they're going to be in, but we're going to have our 5 best linemen out there. Here is Shoddy talking about Tyler Guyton getting the first crack at being the starting left tackle, which I think I have some real concerns for.
Well, let me be very clear. I didn't say it's Tyler Guyton's job. I said that at the moment we feel like Nate needs to play at a starter level in practice to earn the right to get first-team reps. Everything should be earned. That's one of the mottos kind of this year is earn everything. But Tyler's playing with a lot of confidence. This is one of the most talented left tackles I've ever been around. I mean, this guy's athleticism, length, talent is real. He struggled with the availability. He's been banged up some. But, again, it's just every chance you get to watch Tyler Guyton play, you see him getting more and more comfortable. And this didn't just start 3 days ago when we opened camp or 5 days ago, whatever it was. He was one of the first players back in the building, working out on his own, downstairs. He won an off-season award because of his work ethic, and it was noticed by those guys. So he understands year 3. I mean, people don't talk about it. It's good pressure, which pressure is a privilege, but, like, being a first-round pick and then you're a left tackle, like, it sometimes takes a little bit of time. I remember we drafted DeBrickshaw Ferguson my first year in New York as a coordinator. He's in their Ring of Honor, elite player. And after the first year, we thought Brick was a bust. We were literally like, this guy. I mean, he was getting run around by, the equipment men. I mean, the equipment guy would run the corner and sack the quarterback. We'd be like, oh, my gosh, this is the 4th pick in the draft. It takes time. And I really like what I see from Tyler right now.
Well, first of all, let's remember he won an award that, like, the Cowboys gave out. So when you're the Cowboys, anybody can be an award winner if you just say, hey, we want to give you an award because you tried real hard this offseason. I don't know that that's given me any more confidence that Tyler Guyton has figured out how to play football. Tyler Guyton, so far, I kind of agree with him. I mean, when you look at Tyler Guyton, and I stood next to Tyler Guyton at camp last year, it's almost impossible to imagine that Tyler Guyton's not really good at football because he's a freak. He has all the things you would want a left tackle to have, except I've seen him play, and I've never seen him be good.
He might be the key to this offense because if he plays well and finally reaches his potential, that's a couple extra wins. And it's also, if he doesn't, you might have to draft a left tackle in the first round next year.
Which is wild, considering, I mean, he's your first round pick in 2024.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he might, outside of like the Dak, CD, George Pickens, he might be the most important player on this team. In terms of like what, if he plays well, it's going to open up things for everything else.
No, you could make that argument for sure. And, they've got, it's funny, he mentioned Nate Thomas, talking about Nate Thomas has to earn it. Remember, Nate Thomas was a 7th-round pick the year that Guyton was the 1st-round pick. And you can say he's got to earn those first reps, but, like, quite frankly, if we're just talking about what we've seen on the field, Nate Thomas probably has earned it. Like, you talk about having things handed to, but again, I'm not saying it's wrong to give your first-round pick every opportunity. You want your first-round picks to hit. You want to, continue to squeeze until it's hard to admit those guys are total busts. That sucks. But if they're really intent on putting their 5 best linemen out, Tyler Guyton's got a lot to show me. He's got a lot to prove to me. And Terrence Steele, too. I really believe Terrence Steele, and you know what? I cheer for him. I want him to do well. He's a San Antonio kid. Terrence Steele's not been good. Quite frankly, he hasn't been good since he signed for that money. When they gave him money, boy, things went downhill in a hurry. And that looks to be one of the bigger mistakes that the Cowboys front office has made. So offensive line is going to be one of the intriguing things to watch around here. Finally, they asked if Dak had any influence on personnel decisions, kind of like Tyler Guyton being the left tackle. How much say does Dak have?
No, I mean, Dak and I talk about all kinds of things football-wise, personnel at times, but it's Dak wants to play quarterback, and that's the thing we're trying to do this year. That's why we've got some leadership council and things in place to allow a guy like Dak, who's got great leadership ability, but like if Dak doesn't have to solve every problem in the locker room or anything on the field because Quinnen Williams will, Kenny Clark will, Rashawn Gary will, great. Dak is all for it, but no. In terms of personnel, Dak doesn't get a vote in that.
All right, I'm sure he doesn't get a vote in that. Likely story. All right, 210-656-3776. We'll talk a little bit more football later on in the show. I guess we've only got a little over an hour left to go. We're having a good time today on a small Friday. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Sound off like you got a pair. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. San Antonio Sports Star sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California continues all this week. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Progressive presents perfectly bad excuses for missing stuff to spend more time on your ATV.
Hey, Wallace. Not going to the reunion after all. Think I got cursed. Keep, stubbing my toe.
Now that was a bad excuse. If you love your vehicle this much, get customized coverage from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a social media manager.
Did you just post our Q4 earnings to your personal social media?
Oh yeah, used a trending audio and everything.
That's confidential financial data.
Relax. It only went a little viral.
The SEC just commented with the eyeball watching emoji.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here, and I've got a question for you. What if every month you had access to a different exotic car? Well, that's what Pascucci Prestige membership is all about. Instead of owning one dream car, you get access to an entire collection of incredible vehicles and concierge-level service. It's luxury without the long-term commitment. You know, if you've ever wondered what it's like to live the exotic lifestyle, this is your chance. Pascucci Prestige. Visit PascucciPrestige.com and book your ride today.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez. The Texas Chancla has your back.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we're celebrating our 50th year of the Hunters Extravaganza. Join us in San Antonio August 7th through 9th. Come see Gator Country, Heart of Texas snake handlers, enter the deer competition, and compete in the annual indoor 3D archery tournament. Discover the latest hunting gear and apparel, book hunts, and find everything you need for the hunt. The Hunters Extravaganza, brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association. Get tickets at TTHA.com.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at ChristusHealth.org.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains August 7th through the 13th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
San Antonio, I want you to sit down. We've got something to talk about. See, we've got a bit of a drinking problem, and it's getting worse every day. You know, more and more people have been on the bottle that I know of, and we got to stop that bottle being the water bottle. I want to help you get off that. I want you to call Kinetico today so you never need to buy another water bottle. When you buy a reverse osmosis, or when you buy a water treatment system with Kinetico, one that's taking care of your very biggest investment, that's the pipes inside of your house, right now they've got a free gift for you. It's called a K5 reverse osmosis drinking station. It's free of charge. They install it right on your kitchen sink. I had to pay for it. You're going to get it free. It's like having a bottled water dispenser at your home without the bottles. Pure, clean, great tasting water ready for you all the time. That's for your pasta. That's for your dogs. And it's always on. And it doesn't cost you an extra penny to get. That's why I have been a Kinetico customer for every home I've ever owned in San Antonio. I want you to call them today. The number's 210-656-PURE. You need more details.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Talking about good ways or bad ways to die earlier in the show. Edwin is one of the rare people who is afraid to die in his sleep. That seems like the best way to go for me, because then I won't know it hit me. But
I just hate to sleep and not wake up.
I mean,
that just doesn't sound right.
Yeah. I mean, I get, but it's better. It's better than being like, like dying of frostbite or something like that, like where your nose falls off and you know you're going to die, but you're just waiting for that sick smell of death to overtake you. I'd
like to at least know my last couple seconds on Earth.
You want to, so you can say a prayer or something?
Yeah.
Maybe so. Well, this guy, things came at him fast. Keith Lott, 47 years old. This is a little nerve-wracking. Keith Lott is 47 years old. Had a heart attack during sexual relations with his wife. And apparently, immediately, within an hour, people were at his house and taking his organs. Paramedics rushed him to Cooper University Hospital in Camden. He was placed on a ventilator. 3 days later, doctors reportedly concluded a complete lack of blood flow had caused catastrophic brain swelling. As a result, he was officially declared brain dead. Within an hour, the family alleged representatives from the New Jersey Sharing Network, the region's organ procurement organization, arrived at the hospital to claim his body for organ harvesting. Relatives insist that Keith had changed his mind after converting to Islam in 2023 after he got married. Therefore, the family said he no longer wished to be an organ donor in line with religious traditions around preserving the body and burial as quickly as possible. They believed he needed to be buried within 3 days. However, the organ team allegedly pointed to a driver's license record from 2021 where Keith had ticked the donor box, claiming it amounted to a lifetime contract. The family claimed they produced a newer 2025 driver license showing he had explicitly opted out of being a donor, but were told the earlier digital registration still stood. They also alleged the organization threatened court action to stop them taking his body while hospital staff were hesitant to disconnect life support without clearance. That's pretty wild. So this guy was he was brain dead, but his body was still alive technically. So, there's a chance he could have lived his life as a potato. It wouldn't have been much of a life, but he could have lived a life, or he could have been alive for longer. And it was not an option for his family, they say. Keith's brother, Alex, said the family felt they were being bulldozed at their most vulnerable moment. Said, I get it that people out there need these parts, these body parts, but if someone made a vow with his faith that he does not want to be a donor, you have to respect that. So now, because they were facing a legal battle, the family reached out to a state senator for help. And then 2 hours later, they say the New Jersey Sharing Network relented and released Keith's body. He was buried 3 days later with the family's wishes. So I guess it looks like they've put a stop to this. But are you an organ donor, Edwin?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
It's not that I don't want to. I just haven't done it.
I mean, when you get your driver's license, it just says, do you want to be an organ donor or not?
Oh, no, I check no.
You don't want to help people?
No, I haven't. I mean,
what are you going to do with that stuff when you die?
I haven't thought about that far in advance.
Okay.
Do you check it?
Yeah, I check it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
But you're a good person?
I mean, what am I going to do with it? I got no use for it. I'm going to be dead.
I don't really think about it. I just check no, really.
Oh, you should think about it. It's good for people. People like Vic. If I died and they found out, oh, your kidney could go to Vic and save him, I would say, oh, okay, I'd give Vic my kidney. I won't give it to him now while I'm alive because I need it. But if I was going to be dead, I would want him to have it.
You're a good person.
I am a good person. I thank you for noticing that. I appreciate that about you, Edwin. All right, we got 1 hour left in the program. AJ and Rob Show 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Star has South Texas' biggest sports stick, enhanced by Dr. Boom Boom Powell. KTFM Floresville, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working a couple of trouble spots on 281. Northbound at Mulberry, that's a stall right lane. And southbound 281 before Evans accident, center lane blocked. Did clear the wreck at 410 northbound just past Dietrich. still have a closure on 35 southbound south across the Southwest Military, where earlier this morning had a very serious accident involving an 18-wheeler and a vehicle that ran into the back of that 18-wheeler. So this is now an accident investigation. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new, beautiful, energy-efficient windows. Plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now, 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney who has practiced law here in San Antonio since 1994. Over the past 30 years, I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of victims of negligent drivers. If you've been in an auto accident, you can choose a billboard lawyer, but I'd ask you to consider calling me. We have only one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. My team and I place a premium on communication because I believe there can be no daylight between an effective attorney and his client. I do not charge for an initial consultation. If you've been injured in a traffic collision, just call my office, 210-900-0400. There's no charge. I want to make sure that the decisions you make immediately after an accident are smart decisions. The other driver's insurance company and your own insurance company will want to talk to you immediately after the accident. My advice, talk to me first. Many adjusters play fair, but I've seen more than a few that do not. If you've been injured by a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, Texans wide receiver Tank Dill returned to practice on Wednesday. The fourth-year player missed all of last season after suffering multiple torn ligaments and a dislocated kneecap in a game against the Chiefs all the way back in December of 2024. Head coach D'Amico Ryan says nothing has changed with their plan for Dell and just expect him to continue his progress and how he's feeling. And it's been a long offseason, but the wait is finally over. Football is back tonight as the Arizona Cardinals take on the Carolina Panthers in the NFL's annual Pro Football Hall of Fame game. Third-round pick from Miami, Carson Beck, is starting for the Cardinals, as journeyman quarterback Kenny Pickett is on his fourth different team in 4 years is starting for the Carolina Panthers. You can listen to the game on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 7 and also watch the game on NBC. I'm Edwin Hafner for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Did you break something?
It must have been a mistake on the line.
Oh, man.
Get the end.
This is my only, this is the only song. I have one more song here. Hang on. I could have played this, I guess. We could have just played that, I guess. What happened? Your computer breaking there?
Something with the log.
Oh, all right. All right. Hey, man. It happens to the best of us.
From the
that'll work.
studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right. Good morning, everybody. 9 o'clock, 9:03 actually, if we're being precise, on the AJ and Rob Show. Happy Small Friday. Oh, yes. Do you see this? I hope you're paying attention to this stuff, Edwin. You're our resident expert.
What is it?
USA Basketball. Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, and Aaliyah Boston.
Is that for the World Cup team?
They'll all be on the World Cup team. It's a youth movement, they say. They're making their first USA appearances. Headlined by Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart, who have combined for 6 MVP awards, and they have both won a World Cup and Olympic MVP honors. Nafisha Collier, Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Kalia Cooper, and Ryan Howard round out the roster. Are we supposed to win at Lady Basketball like at the World Cup? Are we supposed to have the best team?
Yeah, the competition's not that good.
Okay.
They can bring their B team and they'll win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. They play China, Italy, and Czechia before moving to the knockout rounds. So the tournament is going to run from September 4th to the 13th, which means the Lady Basketball, the WNBA, will pause from August 31st to September 16th. You think anybody's going to watch that stuff?
What station is it going to be on? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say. It's got to be ESPN, right?
Yeah, maybe TNT.
ESPN loves Lady Basketball. ESPN loves Lady Basketball and pro wrestling.
It might be TNT or something. Fox Sports 1 maybe?
I don't know. Aaliyah Boston's on the same team as Caitlin Clark?
On the Fever, yeah.
And so is that the pointer Sophie?
Yeah, they're all on the same team.
Are they really good?
They're okay.
Who's the champions? The Aces again?
Who
do you think?
Probably Minnesota.
What? No chance.
Oh, you think it's going to be the Aces?
I think it'll be the Aces.
Did you ever go to a game when you're in Vegas?
Of course not. What, are you crazy?
You didn't want to see the great Asia Wilson play?
No, it wasn't for me. But hey, I'm not the target audience. I'm not the target demo, Edwin. How long is this season? How many games did they play?
40-something, right?
Yeah, man.
I think it's almost over.
This thing is, it seems like a dumb time to take a break then.
Well, they did the Olympic break 2 years ago.
I know.
It's just because their season's in the summer, and so whenever there's like the World Cup, which I didn't realize they had a World Cup break until this year, or Olympic break, they take yeah. I know it's weird.
It says here, you might be right. The Lynx they've won their last 10 games in a row. 10-game winning streak, Edwin. The Aces are in second place. They don't even have like I guess, they do have conferences, but they don't, like when the playoffs
they choose the top 8 teams.
Yeah, the playoffs don't, or conference doesn't matter come playoff time, right?
Do you want the NBA to go to the top 16 teams?
No.
So you like the conferences 8-8?
I like it how it is.
Or I guess 10-10 for the play-in.
Yeah, once they added the play-in, I feel like there's no need for that because now everybody who deserves any kind of a chance is getting a chance.
And there's really the play-in teams also probably don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Probably not. The NBA, like if you don't make the playoffs in the NBA, something's really wrong. Like
you're trying to tank, or you just
anytime the hockey has this same problem in my mind. Like there's too many teams that make the playoffs.
Is it 8-8 in hockey?
Yeah, and now especially now that it's 20 teams in the NBA.
20 out of 30.
It's like
you've watered it down.
Your regular season doesn't really mean anything.
Do you like the extra wild card game in baseball? The extra wild card?
It doesn't bother me because it's just one game. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's best out of 3 now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it is best out of 3 now. Yeah, no, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me for some reason. Although baseball does a good job. Like, baseball doesn't have too many. It's only like, 6 or 12 out of their 30 because 6 in each league,
yeah,
right?
So 12, yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. Anytime it's more than half is when I'm like, come on, what are we doing here? The NFL's so perfect. I can't wait
14.
It's the NFL's and really the NFL didn't even. I mean, I'm not mad they added that 7th team, but they didn't need to. The NFL was perfect.
And there's been one 7 seed to win a playoff game.
Yeah,
and that was unfortunately the Packers against the Cowboys.
Well, some would say unfortunately. Some people were happy. What do you mean? You're a Wisconsinite.
No, but I'm a Cowboys fan.
Why are you a Cowboys fan?
My whole family is. I was born into it.
Why didn't you break the cycle, break the curse?
If I had stayed up in Milwaukee, I would have been a Packers fan.
You know, my dad was a Cowboys fan. I broke the curse.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I said, I won't tolerate that.
You didn't become a Oilers fan?
No, I didn't like the Oilers. I cheered for the Houston Gamblers in the USFL when I was a little kid. But I don't know. I didn't dislike the Oilers, but I just never my dad didn't like to go to the Oilers games, so I wasn't an Oilers fan.
Where'd they play at the Astrodome?
The Astrodome, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if we went to football games, we went to Dallas. So I just never really had much exposure to the Oilers, but I don't know. Like in hindsight, like I probably should have cheered for my local team, but then what? Now I'd be a Titans fan, and that would be a miserable life too.
Because I mean, as much playoff heartbreak as you had, at least the Bills are in it every year.
Well, not every year. I mean, every year recently.
Well, that's what I mean. Since 2018.
Remember the Bills went through the longest stretch of any NFL team without making the playoffs.
Yeah.
In history. Yeah, that's a big move.
But now you know they're going to win double-digit games every year.
Yeah, unless Josh Allen's head falls off.
Yeah.
But, I mean, crazier things have happened. All right, 210-656-3776. 210-656-ESPN is the phone number. No one talks about this anymore. It used to be a big deal. The World Series of Poker just wrapped up. Remember when poker on? Were you? How old were you?
I remember when it was on
a big
TV.
Deal?
Yeah, it was. I didn't really watch it, but I remember it being on ESPN.
Do you know cards? Would you know how to play poker if we sat down?
No,
would you know the
I
rules?
would. I don't play poker.
Okay.
I wouldn't know how to play. It's not that I don't want to.
Do you? Are you good at math?
Kind of.
Okay. The second youngest player ever won the World Series of Poker yesterday. A 22-year-old Lucas Jumelon from Spokane, Washington, won $10 million in the World Series of Poker main event. The second youngest champion in history behind Joe Cada in 2009. Joe Cada was 21. Needed 17 hands of heads-up play to eliminate Finland's Lauri Saukalahti and claim the title. He was basically leading from he led from the final table all the way to the end, wire to wire on the final table, and got a $10 million payout. Oh my, what a life! $10 million, life changing. So congratulations to him. And
did you watch any of it?
I didn't watch any. I didn't even know it was on. I used to watch it a lot, but now it's one of those things where I like to play poker. It's hard for me to watch other people play poker. It's almost kind of like I now make fun of my kids if they watch people playing video games.
Oh, the esports thing.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't you just go play video games?
Or do you remember Mad Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I was like, why not just go do it yourself? So that's how I am with poker. If I'm gonna tell my kids to just go play their own video games, I'll just go play poker myself. Not really a thing for me. But yeah, for his second place efforts, he won $6 million. That's Saukalahti earned $6 million. Tough break to make $6 million for second place. All right, 210-656-3776. We are running out of time. Speaking of big money and big money being thrown away, there's a story on The Athletic that says worst contract in media history. We'll talk about that coming up next. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Be a part of the show. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few stalls as you head into your midday commute. I-10 eastbound Hildebrand. Stall has the right shoulder blocked. Loop 410 westbound before McCullough, right shoulder blocked. And this stall at 410 eastbound San Pedro, left shoulder blocked. Got a stall semi on 281 northbound at Mulberry off to the shoulder. It's showing a little bit of a delay from 35. And Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
If you or someone you love is struggling with alcohol or drug use, you do not have to carry it alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. We help people take the next step with compassion, privacy, and no judgment. You do not need all the answers, just a safe place to start. And 90% of our services are provided at no cost. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741. That's 210-225-4741. Or visit cicada.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. In the automotive industry, time and trust matter. Miss an electrical problem and it can slow everything down. That's why Napa delivers electrical solutions the pros trust. The parts, tools, and expertise to catch problems before they become breakdowns. That's Napa know-how.
Nigel, why are you wearing a backpack?
I'm going back to school.
Folks, when your AC decides to flunk out or your home's plumbing is stuck in detention, you don't have to worry. At Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating, our technicians are certified with all the latest technology and can fix any plumbing or AC issue fast and at a fair price because you deserve A+ service.
Gotta go, Joel. We're studying paper mache. I might have to pull an all-nighter.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141-074-EM16004.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Experience the largest gun show in Texas this weekend in Bryan. Texas Gun Shows is open this Friday, noon to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Legends Event Center in Bryan, Texas, this Friday through Sunday.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is the AJ and Rob Show on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
When CBS Sports signed Tony Romo to his contract in 2020, a top sports media executive was quoted as, "This is the worst contract in media history." Media history.
It was the Deshaun Watson contract?
It was the Deshaun Watson contract of media. And they're saying it may end up being just that. CBS has put a pause on the deal, obviously, after Tony Romo got arrested. But there's now been a solid drip of information, 45 minutes worth of multi-angle video of the traffic stop. And basically, remember, he basically got cited for an open container of alcohol that contradicted him saying he had had no drinks. I mean, it could have been he seemed pretty confident that none of it was open when he was like, how many of them were open? I thought the answer was going to be 0. But they said Romo's on leave from his role at CBS until further notice. Of course, since then they've elevated J.J. Watt to the A team with Jim Nantz. And Romo's contract is set for him to get $72 million over the next 4 years. $72 million. But it's going to be hard for him to get back to the big seat. CBS doesn't want to they don't want to deal with this. Tony Romo was supposed to be there, but they don't want to take this. The NFL is a big deal to CBS. They don't want this to overshadow their coverage. September 13th is the first Sunday of the regular season. Minnesota and Green Bay was Tony Romo's assignment. Instead, on September 21st, Romo will be in Wisconsin, except he'll be there for a court date, not for the Packers game. On September 27th, Cowboys and the Ravens in Brazil.
So that was supposed to be a CBS game.
Well, it is a CBS game. Tony Romo was supposed to be on the call there.
And now it's going to be J.J. Watt.
He will not be there. CBS does not want Romo at any of those games right now. And remember, this is the other thing. February of 2028, we're a year away. I guess a season away from the first CBS Super Bowl. Remember, CBS gets the Super Bowl in 2028. Is Tony they want Tony there? And while some people have people were already kind of talking about Tony before as not living up to the deal. Tony was very good early on. And you could see he was going to be a hot commodity. Well, when his contract came up, ESPN offered him a bunch of money. CBS didn't want to lose him, so they matched, I guess they went over the top with this crazy $180 million deal. But they point out in the story, in January, when the Jags were at home taking on the Bills in the wild card round, Romo was on the pregame show, and when the camera found him, he said, "I'm telling you, the Jags can win this game today." Well, yeah, they were the higher seed with home field advantage, and people were already talking about him then, like, oh boy, things are falling apart for Tony Romo. It's like it's lazy. He does not seem prepared. They'd already given him like a sit down, like, hey, dude, you got to be more prepared than you are. And now, like all TV contracts, there's a morals clause, and if they believe Tony Romo's unable to represent their brand in a positive way, then they can basically find a way to just eliminate this thing altogether. Because he was already kind of trending downhill, I don't know that they want him to finish this thing out. There's a way he could end up being like, you put him down with what's Ian Eagle? Is that the number 2 guy? You put him down with Ian Eagle. Maybe you put him down like on the C team and he just quits. I don't know. But there's no way I say he quits. He's not going to walk away from $72 million. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it is Ian Eagle for number 2.
Okay, so they're going to have to come to some sort of agreement because it's pretty clear that CBS does not want him to be their top guy anymore. And this was a good enough reason for them to bump him down. So it's gonna take a lot on Tony's end to make this not the worst case scenario, the $72 million. He's not going to give up that $72 million. CBS doesn't want to pay him $72 million. There's going to have to be some give and take on this thing going forward because...
Do you think CBS would try to money whip Greg Olsen into the number 1 spot since he's number 2 in Fox and he'll never be number 1?
No, I think they like J.J. Watt. I
liked him last year. He did a good job.
I like J.J. too. I think he's good. And you talk about a likable guy. Yeah. I mean...
And it's good to get someone... Like, a lot of these guys are obviously former quarterbacks. It's nice to get someone on a defensive perspective.
No, I agree. And I just think he's got... he's not polished yet, but he's young in the game. But
he's going to work hard at it too.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have a bad work ethic. I don't think he's going to be out getting drunk golfing either. But also he's one of those guys that it's kind of, I say this about Josh Allen too. It's hard to get people. It's hard to understand why people don't like J.J. Watt. If you just listen to J.J. Watt talk, you read all the stuff that he does, you hear about all the things he's done for the community and stuff like that. He's one of the most likable humans I've ever been around. He is part of me wanted to dislike J.J. Watt just because everybody was like, oh, he's the greatest thing ever, and I'm like, I don't know. And then it's like, oh, he's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty damn good guy. J.J. Watt's the kind of guy you want to succeed. I mean, Tony Romo. I don't think Tony Romo's a bad guy. Tony Romo's just kind of he's like a Tony Romo reminds me a little bit of an overgrown child. Tony Romo's fun and these guys, when he was at his best, he was making the game kind of fun. But he's being an overgrown child means sometimes he's going to do childish things. And it looks like that's what he did here. But yeah, I'm curious to see how this thing gets broken down because obviously there's no world where Tony Romo says, I'm just going to walk away from the 72. Tony Romo will never have a chance in his life to make $72 million again. This is it.
Did he even have that playing?
Did he have what?
Did he make $72 million playing?
Ooh.
This was before the quarterback inflation with the contracts. He probably did.
I bet he didn't. I guarantee. What I will say is the $180 million that he made, over the life of the contract, is probably well more than he made playing football. Would be my guess. But either way, you're not going to have another chance. There's no
127 14-year career million.
Okay. So yeah, he was. There's no way he'll make $180 million doing any other job ever. This is the last hurrah for him. This is the last money, huge money he'll ever make. He's not going to walk away from it, and CBS isn't going to want to pay it. They're going to have to come to some sort of an agreement. But I believe, after everything I've read, he's not going to be the A guy. At any point, even if they do reinstate him, he's not going to be working with Jim Nantz anymore. That's over. At least that's what I believe after what I've read. All right, 210-656-3776. We got a half hour to go in the show. We're going to see what's going on in the world of Hollywood on the other side. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney who has practiced law here in San Antonio since 1994. Over the past 30 years, I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of victims of negligent drivers. If you've been in an auto accident, you can choose a billboard lawyer, but I'd ask you to consider calling me. We have only one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. My team and I place a premium on communication because I believe there can be no daylight between an effective attorney and his client. I do not charge for an initial consultation. If you've been injured in a traffic collision, just call my office, 210-900-0400. There's no charge. I want to make sure that the decisions you make immediately after an accident are smart decisions. The other driver's insurance company and your own insurance company will want to talk to you immediately after the accident. My advice, talk to me first. Many adjusters play fair, but I've seen more than a few that do not. If you've been injured by a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired today. Ippei Mitsuhara ran up gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation.
The inside story of the biggest scandal in modern baseball.
He was absolutely bananas, the amount of bets he was making. I've never seen anything like it.
From 30 for 30 podcasts, this is The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani.
Presented by Gusto. Episodes 1 and 2 available now. Listen wherever you get podcasts.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers get the rubber match of their three-game series as they blank the San Francisco Giants 6-0. Starting pitcher Corey Bradford pitched an effective 4 1/3 innings as it was his first start since 2024. The Rangers are off today, but will start a three-game series with the Baltimore Orioles in Arlington Friday. I'm Edwin Hafner for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
AJ Hoffman, Rob Thompson. The AJ and Rob Show is on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o! Good morning. I like to see what's going on in the world of Hollywood in this segment. Are you familiar with a gal named Pumpkin?
Pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like her stage name?
That's her stage name. Her real name is Lauren Efford.
Never heard of her.
Have you ever heard of someone called Honey Boo Boo?
Yeah. Is she in the show?
She's Honey Boo Boo's sister.
Oh, okay.
Pumpkin. If you want to know more about Pumpkin, all you got to do is go to your OnlyFans. Because Pumpkin is now, she's going wild. Girls going wild. Pumpkin's gone wild, Edwin. Pumpkin has, she joined OnlyFans in March, and she'd occasionally send out some boobies and stuff like that. And now she's taking it to the next level, Edwin. If you want to see her and her boyfriend go all the way, you can. She's now gone full blown into the world of hardcore pornography on OnlyFans. She's also got some girl on girl content plan, maybe even a threesome. I got to tell you though, if you she's not the kind of gal that you would really think you'd pay to see, if you know what I mean. I don't know what happened to Honey Boo Boo, But Pumpkin is not. She ain't my cup of tea. I'll just say that. Or did you look her up?
So you wouldn't pay her?
Oh,
I haven't looked her up.
No. Vic would probably like Pumpkin. I'll just put it that way. Pumpkin is probably Vic's kind of gal. She ain't for me though, but she's taking the step. She's going to be she's going to do full-blown hardcore pornography. Has already done it, I guess. So you can get it on her website now, but she's got plenty more planned as well. Again, not my thing, but if you're out there, if that's what you're into, if you look at Pumpkin and you decide that you want to see that, well, God bless you. You're a better man than I am. It's not for me. Have you heard about this? The Eric Bieniemy's son.
Yes, what happened last week?
So
really sad.
Elijah Bieniemy is his name, and Eric and Mia Bieniemy apparently refused to give their son access to his guns. The days before he was accused of shooting his mother. He's 27-year-old. He called the cops multiple times complaining about the fact that his parents wouldn't give him his guns. According to The Athletic, Elijah told police on July 24th that his parents were withholding his weapons, explaining he needed to be able to defend himself due to his status as a certified UFC fighter. I can assure you he is not a certified UFC fighter. I don't know if he's a trained guy, but I assure you he's not in the UFC. But so after a long time, he all this calling the cops. I don't know how he got access to the guns, but that's how he shot his mom. But yeah, pretty sad. It sounds like there's a lot of mental health issues going on with this Bieniemy kid, but it is a very sad thing. But yeah, all the police calls before the shooting came from him, not from the parents, and he ends up being the shooter in this thing. Big Brother. Do you watch Big Brother? Have you ever watched Big Brother?
No, I haven't.
I'm not a Big Brother guy either, but I like the idea of living in a house with a bunch of strangers is awful to me.
I wouldn't want to do that.
You like people?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think you do. You don't. You're kind of like me, but you like people even less than me, I guess. You don't ever get around people. But this gal on Big Brother 28, her name's Lyric Medeiros. She admitted to something that would make me want to fight her if I was sharing a house with her. She says, every time I've come in the shower, I've peed on the shower floor. And I don't feel bad about it because everybody in this house is out to get me.
She doesn't clean it up?
She doesn't clean it up. She just pees on the shower and that's it. And she lets it just rinse down, but it doesn't all rinse down. We all know that. And I would be really, really mad if I stepped in someone else's pee. It'd be worth a fight, I think.
Yeah, that's a no-no for me.
No, it's a big no-no for me. But yeah, that's her confession. Is that she's been peeing in the shower the whole time she was on Big Brother.
And no one noticed in the house?
No, until she told them.
I would think someone would notice.
Well, I don't know. Does it smell like, if it smells like piss, I guess maybe. But I don't know. Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. Rob, when he told me he peed in the shower, I kind of got mad at him. But I mean, it's your own house. If it's just you, that's fine. But like in a shared shower space, you can't pee in the shower.
Even if I didn't share it, I still wouldn't do it.
I don't think I would either. I don't like to pee in the shower. It's not for me. I like to pee outside.
Oh, you do that?
Oh yeah. There, like, nothing feels better when you're drunk. You're not much of a drinker though.
No, I'm not.
But I can assure you, nothing feels better when you're drunk than peeing outside and feeling the fresh air on you. That's the best feeling. I especially like to when it's a little bit cold outside. That makes it that doubles the pleasure for me. My wife hates when I pee outside because I live in a regular neighborhood. Like I've got people living around me. But I mean, I always make sure I get to a part of the yard where. Do
people look at you when you do it?
No one will be able to see me. Only my wife.
Oh, okay.
Only my wife. But I do like to pee outside. That's that's probably my wife's one of her top 5 complaints about me is that I'm an outside peer. Always the backyard, though, never the front.
Okay.
I say never the front. I've peed in the front yard before, but that was under emergency circumstances. Like I couldn't make it into the house in time. You know, that's happened before for sure. Finally, do you remember Bear Grylls?
Bear Grylls?
Yeah, do you know who Bear Grylls is?
No.
Oh, that bums me out, man.
The name sounds a little bit familiar.
So Bear Grylls was he was a guy who they would throw him out in the middle of the woods somewhere, and he would survive. His whole show was showing you like how to live if you don't, like how to make traps and things like that.
Like a mini Survivor type thing,
but it's more real than Survivor. Like it was like there's nobody bringing you a bag of rice like they do on Survivor. Like this dude's like, he shows you how to catch things, and I can't find any food, so I'm gonna eat these worms, or I can't find any water, so I'm gonna filter my piss and drink it. Like, it's kind of crazy stuff, but that's what he did for a long time. But now he says that in 2020 he has switched to a carnivore style diet. And he says he has giant steaks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and says he feels great. Keeps him away from processed food. I would do this. If my wife would cook it for me, I would eat steak, only steak ever. I think I would like an all meat diet. He was a vegan for 5 years, and now he switched over to the carnivore diet. I'd much rather do that. But he said his whole life is better now that he's eating meat 3 times a day instead of being a vegan. So I got to tell you, I can't imagine being a vegan for 5 years and then switching to like nothing. No veggies, no potatoes, nothing. But if I had to choose one, I would rather do no veggies, no potatoes, no bread versus no meat. No meat feels like the worst thing to me.
I couldn't do that.
No, that's the worst. And finally, you don't know who Glenn Hughes is. Have you ever heard of a band called Deep Purple?
Deep Purple? No.
Really? How old are you?
30. Were they around in the 90s?
No, they were not around in the 90s. Deep Purple is I guess they're probably, I'm trying to think of when they were at their peak. They started in the 60s, but they were probably the most famous in the 70s. But they're a British, old school rock and roll band. Their biggest hit was called Smoke on the Water. Have you ever heard of that song?
Smoke on the Water?
I'll
try to find it right now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, their lead singer, or I shouldn't say their lead singer still, at least for now, is retiring from touring. He's going to undergo heart surgery. They've been on tour, but he said he's got to make the difficult decision to step back from live performances for the foreseeable future. He's got some health issues over the last year, which he's got to focus on. Numerous MRIs, CT scans, and an echocardiogram have alerted my medical team that I need another open heart surgery. I really have no option and no choice, as health is my number one priority. So if you haven't gone to see Deep Purple, you may have missed your chance. Looks like they are not going to be playing live anymore. You know this song, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
I didn't know the names or.
Well, I want you to sing it now.
I don't know the words.
What do you mean you don't know the words? Oh yeah. He came around in 1973. Have you ever heard of David Coverdale?
No, I haven't.
He was also in Deep Purple. All right. We got one segment left, Edwin. Oh, here it is. This is what you listened to when you smoked marijuana back in the 70s, when you smoked hash.
It relaxes me, this song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the good stuff. Deep Purple was a pretty big thing back in the day. Bigger than I thought they were. Like I had to get explained to me how famous Deep Purple was. Smoke on the water. Dun, 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 dun. All right. We'll do the daily lines when we come back and wrap up the program on a small Friday. Rob will be back tomorrow. Hopefully butthole intact. And we'll rock on for the rest of the week. It's the AJ and Rob Show. Axman and Bobcat on 94.1.
Talk to the boys. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. San Antonio Sports Star is sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California continues all this week. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
Still using the I got a guy approach for your digital marketing? Relying on one person in today's rapidly shifting online landscape is costing you more in lost opportunities. You need the deep bench expertise of Conrex Digital. We provide more than just a presence. We deliver results. From high converting websites and SEO to engaging social content and lead generation on Google and Meta, we handle it all. Dominate your competition with expert programmatic and streaming TV campaigns. Bold marketing, real results. Visit conrexdigital.com. Conrex Digital makes it happen.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This
Hey, good morning, 9:47 on the old AJ and Rob show. Shaolin says vegans aren't real. I agree with that. I don't think this is the real Jason Minix. Maybe it is. Super hungover at Oxnard. Oh, that's Min Mix. No, I don't think that's the real Jason Minix. All right. Oh, Mayor Gina also chiming in on the Brigade Bar. Ready for another vote? No, Mayor Gina. We already voted. We're good. We're good. And Claymore. I told you, Claymore. Wings effed up by leaving Miles on the board, who's clearly the better player in that rookie class. But Fudd is better than Lauren Betts or anyone else in that class. But they did it. You know why they did it? They let love rule the day.
Wouldn't you?
No. Dude, honestly, the worst thing that they could have done, like if someone said, I want my girlfriend on the team, I would have said, oh, hell no. Because what happens when they break up?
Trade one of them?
I mean, yeah, you trade one of your top picks.
Or deal with it.
Oh,
you don't got to be friends.
Oh, please. You think you're going to have two pissed off lesbians in a locker room together? No way. No chance on that one. No, you don't mix it. You don't mix lady love and lady basketball. You can't mix it. If there were a couple gay dudes in the NFL, I wouldn't want them on the same team. I mean, I'd say, hey, you guys, there's a reason why players aren't even allowed to date the cheerleaders. There's too much drama. You can't have it. You cannot have it. All right. Let's wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the Daily Lines.
It's AJ and Rob's Look at the Daily Lines with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It's a special day. You know why?
Patrick Corbin Day?
No, it's not Patrick Corbin Day.
Oh, football day.
It's football day. The NFL preseason underway. Hall of Fame game tonight. I don't bet preseason football generally. Occasionally I'll take a little swing because like if I think a team's second quarterback is like playing for something, or if there's like a quarterback battle, those are the teams that I usually want to back versus like a team who's pretty much set. They know they know who's going to be out there. Because you know they're less amped to put up big numbers. You know what I mean? Like if there's a quarterback battle, like the number 2 and number 3 quarterbacks are fighting for a job, I know they're both going to be willing to chuck it around, put up some points. But if it's a set thing, like you already know who the number 2 guy is, I'm not that interested. This is a bad quarterback matchup though today. Carson Beck for the Arizona Cardinals. Woof. You know who's starting for the Carolina Panthers today?
Kenny Pickett.
Ken Pickett.
2 gloves.
Kenny 2 gloves. Kenny baby hands, doll hands, is going to be starting for the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers are 1.5-point favorites tonight against Arizona. The total 35.5. I'm just going to go ahead and say, if I were betting on a preseason game tonight, I would bet the under. I would bet under 35.5 in the Hall of Fame game. I haven't looked at weather or anything, but first of all, these two teams are both inept on offense. Inept, especially if Bryce Young's not playing. No. And I think I am on record as saying Carson Beck is not going to be good at football. Like, write that down now that AJ, I know Claymore is really good about this. Claymore keeps track of who I think is good and who I think is not good. You can write me down on Carson Beck, not good. So I think Carson Beck is a disaster, so I don't expect much out of him. And Kenny Pickett sucks already. We already know that. So I think 35.5. That number's a little bit too high in my mind. Major League Baseball today. The Angels and the O's. The Orioles minus 185 favorites at home. The Athletics are in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. Reds minus 165. Mets at the Guardians. Guardians minus 115 favorites. The Pirates are at the Brewers. Dustin May going for the Brew Crew. They're minus 125 tonight. Dylan Cease going for Toronto. They are at the Cubs. The Blue Jays minus 110. Oh, actually, I guess it's minus 110 both ways on that one. The Tigers are at the Mariners. Mariners minus 124. The Phillies minus 315 hosting the Nationals. Christopher Sanchez, who's in the running for NL Cy Young. The reason why the Phillies such huge favorites today. White Sox at the Red Sox, a battle of socks. The Red Sox, minus 175 favorites. The Braves are minus 140 hosting the Marlins. The Twins are at Kansas City. That is a Royals minus 120 line. The Padres at the Diamondbacks, minus 105 both ways in that one. Astros and Rangers have the night off. So no double dong challenge. Did we have a double dog winner yesterday? I'm guessing we did not.
I don't think we did.
Okay, who was was it Jock Peterson? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't here yesterday, so I don't even know.
It was Jock Peterson.
Are you sure? Because I wasn't here yesterday. Jock Peterson was the pick the last day I was here. But then, did Rob do the double dong challenge yesterday?
He did. Let me look. No, it wasn't. It was Jock Peterson. Was the day before. It was Ezekiel Duran.
Okay.
Did he hit a home run?
Ezekiel Duran. No, he did not hit a home run. 0 for 3 for Ezekiel Duran. So that's a good try. Good try. The only home run yesterday came from Brandon Nimmo. But we'll do a double dong.
Brandon Nimmo was the guest on Monday.
Okay. We'll do a double dong challenge on tomorrow's show and hopefully find ourselves a winner for the weekend. All right. That does it for us, man. Edwin, how'd you feel about the show today?
Felt pretty good.
Do you feel like we talked enough sports to satisfy you? I know you're a sports guy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to satisfy me.
Okay.
I like the non-sports topics you had.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. The death, which one would you rather die? What type of death would you rather have? That was a good topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you still haven't changed your mind about that?
Still haven't changed my mind. A lot of opinions on the Brigade Bar and still didn't change my mind.
That is a fascinating thing to me, that your worst fear is to die in your sleep.
What do you think Rob would say if we ask him tomorrow?
I would bet his would be like falling off a cliff or something like that. Rob is afraid of heights. But Rob is another person who, like, he wants to live to be 120. He doesn't want to. He never wants to die. I've almost had enough. It's almost enough life for me.
You're only what, 45?
I'm 45. Yeah. I think once I get to be about 60, maybe I'll have some grandkids by then. I'll be done. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? How long you want to hang around, really? It's enough already. Even C-Note says, yeah, we talked enough sports today. You're welcome, guys. I've done it. All right. We will be back tomorrow. Rob and AJ back together, assuming everything's okay with Rob's butthole, which I'm going to say right now is like 70-30, that it's all okay. Jason and Joe live from Oxnard, California coming up. This has been the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all.